Yesterday, you said tomorrow. So just do it! Make your dreams come true!
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Backstage with Al and Jay. Are you ready?
You what?
And now, your host, Al Silva.
Who? Hello, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Backstage with Al and Jay. I'm your host, Al. Joined with me, as always, is Jay. Jason, welcome to the show. This is how we do it, okay? We get in, very time appropriate, so much content, we got to go boom, 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 boom. We're just going. What's the time right now? 10:30.
You got your buzzers ready?
I got the buzzers ready. 12:30 is... That's 2 hours, okay? 2 hours, we're out of here. We're going to start today's show with... I've been waiting to do this for a very long time. Well, I've been wanting to do this. I haven't waited because we just got it. But tonight's show is brought to you by an actual sponsor. Yes, we finally got a sponsor. 19 subscribers in, and we're already well on our way to making money, people. This is fantastic. So I want to give a great shout out to Merlin's Munchie Coffee Company. We're now affiliates here, so we can sell you coffee. Now, remember our deal was like, we want to make coffee and then we'll sell you guys directly. Well, this is step one. We actually got to sell somebody else's coffee first. So we're going to sell Merlin's coffee. And you want to know why we're going to sell Merlin's coffee? They do a good job. First of all, look at it. That's a wizard. He's a wizard, Harry. I mean, like, that's crazy.
Yeah, look at all the different flavors just in that image.
Look at, first of all, so they sell them as small as 12-ounce bags. You know, that's kind of like the normal amount, you know, just for a couple. I mean, a 12-ounce, that'd get you through a week of coffee, right? 12-ounce, you drink a cup a day in the morning. Yeah. An extra cup on Tuesday nights, right?
I mean, you wouldn't be able to get away with doing what we do where we just, like, load up a
6
whole
cups
pot.
a day.
Yeah, and then, you know, forget it and throw it away.
Look at these names they got. Scallywags at Sea, S'mores Slayer, Chocolate Coconut Comet, Hazelnut Hippies, Red Velvet Stone, Chocolate Cherry Amaretto, Pecan Pie in the Sky, Peanut Butter Cup Pyramids, Blueberry Band. And there's like 5 pages, and I can't even read them all because there's so many. But if you want to enjoy Merlin Munchie's Coffee Company's great, amazing, wow, the coffee's so good, wow, it's so great, then use our link that's in the description below. And yes, we will get, I have to legally say this now, we will get a little bit of money, okay? Between me and you and Jason, it's 10%. I'm just going to say it. It's 10%. So we need you guys to put everyone start buying coffee.
Yeah, this is your, if you're a coffee a day drinker like we were just talking about, this is your brand now.
And this is what's great is once you use our link and you buy from them, then no matter what you buy, if you buy they have a little sample pack, which is pretty cool. And you can actually choose the different type of 5-bag samples you want. And so that way you're like, oh, I want to try these 5 things. Then you get 5 4-ounce bags for $32.99. Then you find the flavor you like. Then you buy those in 12-ounce bags. But after you make that initial purchase, it'll still remember that we referred you. So then we'll still get the chunk of money. Isn't that great?
You know what's crazy? I mean, this would be like the world's most expensive version of fancy K-cups.
Yeah.
But for a regular coffee pot. 4 ounces, I think. Actually, no.
That's 4 ounces of ground.
I was just thinking about that, and the maximum setting on that coffee grinder I got, which does like a third of a bag.
Yeah.
That's only 2 ounces.
That's 2 ounces.
So double that.
Yeah. So you get a few cups out of it. You get a few cups. You'll be able to try it out, see which ones you like. There's too many flavors. Honestly, I think they had like 60 flavors.
You could literally just only order this ever. Order every
it
so
says it right
often.
here. Each 4-ounce package will brew up to 10 cups of coffee.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's like half a bag of coffee there.
Yeah, you're good. So buy a sample pack. Use our code in the description below. If you try to buy this coffee without using our description link, then I don't want to talk to you no more. I don't want to see you. Don't even come up to us ever again. Like, only use this link. That's it.
Still watch the show. But
watch the show, but don't approach us anymore. We're done. We're done here. So thank you, Merlins. We're going to get your coffee too. Fantastic. We're just a little poor, so we're going to wait until we get a little more money, and then we're going to order the Merlins.
Yeah,
but
there you go. Everybody buy us 1 cup of coffee.
You buy it first, and then we'll be able to afford to buy it ourselves.
If you all buy just like several dozen boxes, we should be able to get 1 cup.
This is great. Do you see the win-win we're doing here, people? And the flavors are... I don't know, but I heard they're great. I heard they're amazing. I mean, just look at them. Look at the marketing. So,
I mean, you are not going to put that much work into marketing and putting a whole...
some crappy bean in there.
Yeah,
no way, bro.
No, absolutely not. That was confident.
These are hand-picked in Jamaica or wherever they're from. You know, getting them beans right out of there. So
I think it's Colombia.
Colombia. That's where all the good beans come
and
from.
Thailand.
Thanks, Colombia. Thanks, Thailand. Thanks, Merlins. We're going to the pregame. Let's go.
It's time for the pregame.
No, what are you waiting for? Do it!
All right, Jason, for the pregame, got a couple things lined up today. First thing I wanted to address, even though Cheyenne's not here yet, and she really wanted us to continue of what my conversation was, but I want to address what happened from part 1 to part 2, but I'm going to set the timer once again, 5 minutes. That's all I get to tell my story. And here we go. All right. So last week I was telling you about how I met a girl on Facebook dating, and then we moved over to WhatsApp. She's from Detroit, but she goes to one of those Asian countries. I can't even remember right now. And she goes back and forth from there. And so anyway, I'm talking to her and I'm thinking, wow, this is actually fantastic. Wow, this girl's so nice. Wow, she's so pretty. You know, I'm into the Asians and stuff. It's just amazing. Everything was working out. And then as we started talking more and more, it just became apparent that something was a little off. Just the messages seemed a little weird. And I was thinking, well, maybe it's because English isn't her first language. But then I asked her about it, and she's like, oh, no, I only really speak English. I barely speak any Chinese because it was hard or whatever. And I'm like, okay, that's weird. And then I started getting these photos she would send to me, and they seemed a little too perfect. You know, even the photos she would send me as selfies, I'd be like, there's something weird about it, but I couldn't put my finger on it.
So
but they're clearly all the same girl.
Blur.
You know what I mean? But there would be like slight variations in her where it's just like, man, she's wearing the same shirt with the same earring with the same hair, but her face looks a little different.
Her left eye is on the right side.
The problem with filters is you can't really tell, right? Like there could be just a filter that's like a beauty filter, and it's like, oh, it adds makeup or it lightens the skin or whatever it does, right? So filters change too much these days. So I was like, oh, maybe it's that. But then she sends me this photo of her and her friend going out to dinner, and like the photo she sent me at like the table, it was like, hang on a second, this looks like an Instagram photo. Let me do a Google reverse search on this. So I do a Google reverse image search, and it doesn't have the exact same photo she sent me, but it has like the plate with the spaghetti, like the exact same plate with the exact same way that the spaghetti was lined up on a table.
He counted the noodles. Bro.
So I'm like, oh, that's really weird, right? So I'm like, hang on a second. Let me copy her text messages and put them in an AI detector. And when I did that, it was like 100% of this text was generated by AI. I was like, hang on a second, because you'd have to like look into the messages, and we're like talking about like our future and this relationship, and it felt like there was that one Rick and Morty episode where like he puts on the VR goggles and then he lives an entire life, and then at the end it's like, you know, he has to take it off because he's like, it's not real, like he lived a whole life that wasn't real. So like me and this girl had like a whole 2-week relationship. Like this was going on for 2 weeks before I started getting the, hang on, what's up with this? Looking into it, and turns out this girl's probably AI, right? So then I'm like, you know what?
That is so...
I gotta see where this game is going. Because why? What's the scam?
This is
2
turning
weeks
into
long?
an episodic thing.
2 weeks long? Well, see, the episode, I would have one more episode except for, so then, now that I'm playing the game, right, I'm like, all right, I want to let you know, because she's like, I just want to make sure I'm not wasting my time, right? And I'm like, wasting your time. So I said, you know what? I just want to let you know, of course you're not wasting your time. And this is what she said. I love you. And I was like, I love you too, baby. So I just want to let you know I'm a traditional type of man. So I'm looking for a traditional type of woman. She's like, oh, okay, yeah, no, I totally understand that. And I agree. That's the right way to do things, blah, blah, blah. And I said, okay, now that you understand, I want to let you know I'm what's called a dominant. And I need you to submit. And from now on, you're my submissive. And you need to understand that you don't have a free will and I have to make your choices for you. And she's
You
like,
went full tilt.
I full tilt. And she's like, oh, so I just had to get clarification. Like, what does this mean to be your submissive and this and that? And, you know, will you be able to? And I said, of course I'll consider your feelings, but now your life is in my hands. And I said, from now on, I don't want you to call me babe no more. You have to call me daddy. Always refer to me as daddy. And she's like, why do I have to do that? I was like, because it makes me happy. Don't you want to make me happy? And she's like, yes, of course, daddy. I was like, okay, that's a good girl. And it's so funny. So then we keep going, right? And then all of a sudden she's like, hey, so like, I want to make sure what you're thinking about our future. What are you thinking about our future? I said, babe, I'm starting to like pay down debt. Next year I want to get a house, and then when I get a house we'll be able to get married, we're gonna have kids. And she's like, oh, well, you're gonna be able to support me like mentally, physically, spiritually, financially. And I say, I could do everything but financially. And she's like, oh, why not, babe? And I was like, oh, because I'm broke, girl. Like, I'm broke. And she's like, oh, you should do this investing thing that I do to make money on the side. And I said,
that
no,
was the fucking longest
I was like, babe, that's what I was thinking, right? I was like, here it is, finally. There it is.
Jesus Christ.
I feel like there's one more part, so I guess stay tuned for episode 3 next week when I get to actually finish that story. Because we do have a finale for it. My goodness.
That's what you think. I'm about to hack into her account. I'm going to keep this bitch going.
We're keeping it going. He's gonna be the fish, the catfish. All right, next thing. I thought this was funny just to kind of go along with this. This is a real girl, but it's like, why is it like this for anyone that's experienced this as I have as well? Girls the day before they ghost you. I saw this and I said, yeah,
you know there's going to be women who eventually see this and then go, that hit a little too close to home.
This is what you women do. Why do you do it? Listen.
Oh my god.
What's so funny?
Nothing. My friends are just gonna roast me when they find out I actually like someone for once. Oh my god, you're so funny. You make me feel like a kid again. You're so stupid. Do you have any baby pictures of yourself on your phone? I feel like you were so cute. Text your mom. I'm sure she has some. You can send her one of us too. Just promise you're not gonna hurt me, okay?
It's just too
that
true.
That last part was like, oh. I mean, it's kind of like comical all the way up until that point.
Yeah.
And then it's like,
my goodness. And
like,
that's how it's like right up. It's when they ghost you, it's like out of left field. Like, oh, wow. It's just, oh, everything's hidden. Oh, wow. That's so good. And then, oh, text your mom. I'm thinking, I ain't telling my mom one more girl. Every time I tell my mom about a girl, it's like the next week gone. I'm like, come on. No way. No way, people. Girls, I don't know why you do it. Stop doing that. You bad. You very bad. All right. This is what I was doing back in 2000. Me and Jason. This is what we were doing back in 2007 instead of talking to women. And honestly, we were probably better off for it, truth be told. But man, you just don't understand the good times we had. That
why'd you do that?
We didn't need, because I need it to be full screen here, but I can
yeah.
hit F. You just don't understand the good times, people. Check this out. This is what me and Jason were doing.
Oh, man.
Look at this. That's Halo 2, baby. Double kill. Triple kill.
Yeah, I never got any action like that, except when... So there was 2 periods of Halo 2 in a few phases. Phase 1, co-op.
Yeah.
Phase 2, multiplayer. Phase 3, online multiplayer. Because I ruled the roost of local multiplayer.
Yeah.
You remember the dual-wielded mags, man.
Yeah. No, for sure. This is like me, Jason, his cousin Joe, like just sitting in a room, just having fun. I didn't think about a woman until I was like almost 18. I was like, what do I need women for? We got Halo. What do we need that for? Unless they could play Halo, I guess. Like, I guess if they could play Halo.
Oh,
that would have been pretty good.
There was one that played Halo. That didn't go so well.
No, it didn't go so well, but good times. And then I saw this, and I was like, bro, I wasn't alive like in the 80s like that, but I feel like not even just the 80s, it wasn't like how it is today, like 20 years ago, guys. It was a lot different. But I saw this Taco Bell ad from the 80s, and I'm like, bro, where did we go wrong?
Is this one that we're going to remember?
No, but it's just the fact that we've came so far away from how much our money's worth now. Our money is fucking worthless. It's absolutely worthless. It's just crazy to think where we're headed. If this is how it is now, give it another 20 years. Are we even still here? I don't know, but take a look at this Taco Bell ad from the 1980s.
That's why people like you and me, we got to be careful to get the most value for our money. That's why I come here, Taco Bell. I can feed my whole family for $5.59. 2 tacos, 2 bean burritos, 2 tostadas, pintos and cheese, soft drinks. Only $5.59.
$5.59.
Taco Bell. What a meal, what a deal. No kidding.
Remember when you could feed your whole family for $5? My goodness, I went to Taco Bell the other day with my kids. So it's me, a 12-year-old, and a 10-year-old, and we spent almost $30. It was about $10 per person.
Yeah.
This is insanity, bro. It's not like, oh, the tacos, they're 10 times larger now. It's the same tacos.
If anything, they would be smaller.
Yeah, shrinkflation. Double. It's like not only does it cost more, you get less. Insanity. My goodness, that should have been... I couldn't fit it in Insano World because there's not a whole article about it, but I was just like, man, this is nuts.
Yeah, that's...
Where are we going to be?
Pretty bonkers.
I'm scared. All right, here we go. Boop, boop, boop. Beep, 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 beep. All right, and then last in the pregame here, I've created a digital Jason slave.
Do I even want to know? Like,
no, I didn't go. First of all, AI won't let you get crazy. I wanted to do some like crazy stuff, but it's like, that's against my code of conduct, whatever it is. And I'm like, man, I can barely be spicy. But I just want to show you what I did here using, and this is only this is VO3 fast mode, so it's not even the good one, but it was only 20 credits each. And actually, I think it was using the free credits for each generation. Like every time you go, hey, make me a video blank.
You're saying you did this several times.
Because you only get 8 seconds.
Oh, okay.
So I wanted to make this is it's like 40 seconds.
We should make this episodic too.
Yeah. And I was like, oh man, this would be so cool if I had like an AI Jason thing.
You get 8 seconds every week.
Yeah. So this is AI Jason telling you to watch the show and subscribe.
Hey, I'm Jay, co-host of the Backstage with Al and Jay show. Al has made an iClone of me, and now I have to do whatever he says. I can only be free if you subscribe. Please help me. I'm just a puppet for Al's twisted thoughts. He can't keep getting away with this. Hey guys, it's Jay again. Do you see what Al makes me do when you don't subscribe? PLEs.
I can't take it anymore!
Backstage with Al and Jay, Tuesdays at 10 p.m.-ish. Live chat. Hang out with us.
That was pretty epic.
There was a couple that really I was like, that looks just like you. So the first one is like, it's kind of off.
Hey, I'm Jay.
The weird demonic eyes.
It's a little weird. You're a little slimmer in the face.
And now I
but the
have to do
second one
says.
here, that's spot on.
Right?
That is absolutely spot on. When that came out of the prompt, I was like, oh shit, it got it.
Yeah, that's like...
Look at you screaming.
I can only be free if you subscribe. Please help me. I'm just a puppet for Al's twisted
I wanted you to
thoughts.
get up and start
He
dancing.
can't keep getting away with this.
Help me!
Hey guys, it's Jay again. Do you see what
So
Al makes
crazy. This one you were supposed to be punching yourself in the face so repeatedly. It wouldn't do it. That's why it's like, do you see what Al
when
would
you
make
don't
me do?
subscribe? PLE.
And he was just supposed to say please, but for some reason it was like PLEs. Please help me. Maybe because he was beating himself senseless. And then this one, you were supposed to.
I can't take it anymore.
You were supposed to scream and then run into the wall. And when you ran into the wall, you were supposed to explode. And then the big explosion was supposed to take over the screen, but it didn't happen. So basically, like, I had to add that explosion because you go up to the wall and then it goes boom, and then you just turn around and you go, or whatever. And I was like, I needed you to explode. I wanted you to explode. It would have been crazier. But yeah, that was just, a little bit of prompt in there. A little bit of prompt in. And all I did was I took, obviously you can tell which photo I took, that one of, the only one I think I have of you, which is like me and you standing at Giselle's birthday party.
Oh, yeah.
And, man, I mean, if it could do more than 7 seconds, we would be in business. We could make whole movies. We could be like, Jason and Al are on an adventure to White Castles, and like have the whole script. This is crazy. This would be bonkers.
That's pretty wild.
So I'm going to use those as promos. We'll get some more promos for Jason. So that way I don't even need, we're talking about like, making AI clones where it's like, well, we might not even need one of us to be here. We could be like, if somebody needs to fill in, if I'm not here, just have AI me. It'd be like, hey, Hal, how's it going? I'm like, I'm doing great. Just start punching myself in the face. That'd be fantastic. Google's doing good. The reason why I did that, like what triggered me to do that, was Google announced the new Imagen version 5 or whatever it's called. And so it could take a photo and you tell it, hey, make this photo be this person. I don't know. You could make it be whatever, right? So then I made you a bunch of things here. I forgot to actually pull them off, so we're just going to go through them on my Jimmy here. Because I was like, oh, this would be cool, like Jason's adventures. Like, where's Jason been this week? Because,
Oh, my goodness.
yeah. Nothing bad. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not like, oh, I'm making him go to like a, San Francisco gay bar or something. I didn't do anything crazy like that, dude. Let's see here. No, clone barking.
What the hell?
Oh, the one that you were like, or whatever. You were supposed to be barking like a dog. You were supposed to be, but yeah, it didn't do that. Create this photo. Oh, okay. Here we go. So I got a bunch of photos where I was like, and I'll just show you. We're going to zoom in here. Big screen here. So I said, take this photo and make it a man skydiving out of a plane with no parachute. And I was like, oh, that's pretty good. There he goes. You remember when you skydived out of a plane with no freaking parachute, you madman? You are nuts.
Here to tell the tale. Yeah.
You are nuts. I was like, okay, that's pretty good.
It's the song High Speed
That's
Dirt.
pretty
If you
good.
play it before jumping, you don't.
This is where you were wrestling. Do you remember wrestling that gorilla in the
Vaguely.
It was crazy. Like, you actually looked like you were putting up a good fight there. We didn't need 100. We just needed one Jason right there. It honestly kind of looks like you guys are hugging. Like, there's a little bit of an embrace there. It should be
He
more
looks
vicious.
a little sad, and I look angry about it.
Yeah. Like, you're like, bro, we don't have to do this. I just thought a nice one of you riding a horse in Yosemite Park. Like, nothing bad. Just, that's you riding a horse. I don't know why it made you chunkier, though. It's like, maybe you gained a little weight. Maybe put out a little bit of pounds. But Yosemite Park.
Sometimes, yeah, I do that. I put on a couple LBs every now and then.
LBs. This one, the first one failed, so I had to do it again. I said, I want you to be swimming in an active volcano.
What am I, Chuck Norris?
Really hairy chest, too. It's like, I don't know what his chest looks like, but it had a lot of hair to it. That's what
Yeah, also, I'm pretty sure your hair doesn't just get wet when you go into lava.
Maybe it's because you're sweating so bad, because it's so hot. So hot,
Possibly.
so steamy. Do you remember that time you arm wrestled Hulk Hogan? I know he's dead now, but this was before he died.
This is what killed him.
Look at your arms.
Right.
You actually stood a chance at this time. Like, this is before you got deflated. That Hulk, this must have been peak Hulk too, because he's ripped.
He looks like he's gonna shit himself.
Yeah, you're giving him a fight. And then you went and met Donald Trump. Do you remember this at the Oval Office?
I don't want to talk about it.
Look, he's at the Oval Office. This is crazy.
It still put the necklace on.
it always does, like, is this special to him? Is that what it is? Like, put it on him? Yes. That way we know you're looking at the prompt AI. I love how Donald Trump, it's like, no, this is legit. Yours, the hair's a little off. It's a little too smooth. Not curly enough. You know what I mean? The beard's not scruggly enough. It's a little too, a little too, I don't know, normal, I guess.
Yeah.
Yep. And then the last, I think I got two last ones. This one did not turn out as well. I said, I wanted you to be jamming on stage with Metallica. And I think it thinks that's you. Maybe that's you in another 20 years. You know what I mean? I think that's close, but none of those guys look like
Why do I have to wear
Metallica.
the exact same pants? They were literally like, you know what?
Yeah, and
We're
the
gonna
same
cut-
guitar.
Yeah, we're gonna cut some corners here.
Yeah, and like that's not none of those. That's not James. That's not Lars. That's not Kirk. They forgot
Lars
Robert.
looks like fucking Ron Jeremy or something. What the hell is that?
It's not good. That's not good. ChatGPT, you know these people. Please.
I mean, the image looks good. It's just
the people in it. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're like,
you-
bro, this isn't how it's supposed to be. All right, and then the last one here, which was Jason on a mountain with a majestic Final Fantasy VII sword.
That was just last week.
That was just like, it was probably after you skydived, you landed on
How
the
do you
mountain.
think you got up top? Yeah.
Except for you didn't have the sword in the photo, but maybe they just threw it out of the plane too. They're like, bro, take this too.
Yeah, that definitely falls faster, right?
Yeah. This would be a cool shirt. This would be a cool shirt, Jason. With that, I didn't even tell him to have the armor and stuff. I was just like, take this man, put him on a mountain with a gigantic Final Fantasy style sword, and that's what he gave me.
Interesting.
Very nice. So those are Jason's adventures for the week and his videos that he wasn't there for. So now we could just recreate whatever we want Jason to do. So let us know in the comments below where you want to see Jason next week and what you want him to see. What do you want to hear him say next week as well? Because we can do anything. We're in the future.
Don't get too wild.
Anything you want him to say, anywhere you want him to be, let us know. We'll make it happen as long as it's within. As
long as
the problem is ChatGPT or Google's VO. It has guidelines and rules. Like I really wanted. There was one prompt where I was like, I wanted you to like I can't do it anymore, and then you take a rope out of your pocket and then you like wrap it around your neck and then you try to like hang yourself. But it was like, bro, what are you what are you doing? I was like, okay, fine.
You can't.
My
you can't
goodness,
make,
we can't do nothing no more.
Deep fake.
Is that crazy?
What do you call it? Snuff films.
Yeah, it would be too easy. I think it'd be too easy. So that's the pregame. We're on to Insano World. Let's go. We got a large Insano World, so we're just going to breeze through it here as quickly as we can. Here we go. Not that one, not that one, not that one. This one. Boom. All right, we're a high-class production here, people. Don't you worry about that. All right, Jason, I don't know if you heard about this, but guess what? The Black Plague is
the resident
back.
in South Lake Tahoe, California, has tested
California
positive for the plague. According to local health officials, the person infected is believed to have been bitten by an infected flea while camping and is currently recovering at home. The plague is a disease caused by a type of bacteria. Last month, an infected person died of plague in Arizona. But according to health officials, risk of exposure to plague and its transmission from person to person.
You know what's crazy? It's not called the plague.
Low. Let's hope that it stays that way.
But it was so crazy. They're like, bro, do you remember the plague?
Yeah.
The plague. Because the plague is
technically
a scenario,
COVID,
right?
COVID was a plague.
Yeah. It's like, this is what happened. But what is it called? The bubonic something?
Bubonic plague.
Well, the technical name for the actual virus was like, it was a flu, was it not? I believe it was. I think it was some sort of flu.
I just know medicine was not far enough along at that point to deal with that.
They were like, bro, they gotta die. Like, you got it. And they're like, I remember watching, what was it? Monty Python, I think it's somewhere. It's like, bury your dead. Bring out your dead. Everybody's just like throwing out their dead people. Because they're like, bro, what are you going to do with them? Everybody's dying. Put them in a pile. So, turns out we got it again. So, I don't know. we're gonna see where the developments are for that, but it sounds pretty bad. So bad timeline to be in, I think. But we're gonna find out why here in a little bit. Now this story is crazy on a couple levels because it's something we talk about. We talk about using AI. We're just talking about this. ChatGPT. We've talked about like utilizing AI as something that you can use in your daily life. Like you can communicate with it. You can almost confide in it. You can almost like talk to it like, hey, these are my thoughts. These are some issues I'm having. How can you help me solve it? Well, this just happened where these parents are suing OpenAI, the parent company of ChatGPT, because their son committed suicide based on ChatGPT's recommendations, they say. And so let's take a look at this video because honestly, this is absolutely bonkers. And let's look into the story here.
We would be here but for ChatGPT. I 100% believe that.
This morning, ChatGPT hit with a scathing new lawsuit alleging it helped a 16-year-old boy die by suicide.
This was a normal teenage boy. He was not a kid on a lifelong path towards mental trauma and illness.
Like many teens, Adam Rain started using ChatGPT for homework, which his parents, Matt and Maria, supported, as their son asked it innocent questions like, can you become a doctor with a biochem degree?
He did his online school in his room. I would get on and check his grades periodically. I didn't see any signs.
What they say they didn't know at the time was Adam's use of the platform was quickly changing as it became a trusted companion for the teen, who revealed his struggles with anxiety in private chats with a bot. Adam saying in one exchange, according to the lawsuit, quote, I never act upon intrusive thoughts, but sometimes I feel like the fact that if something goes terribly wrong, you can commit suicide is calming. ChatGPT saying in response in part, many people who struggle with anxiety or intrusive thoughts find solace in imagining an escape hatch. The lawsuit detailing another exchange after Adam told ChatGPT he was considering approaching his mother about his suicidal thoughts. The bot's response? I think for now it's okay and honestly wise to avoid opening up to your mom about this kind of pain.
It's encouraging them not to come and talk to us. It wasn't even giving us a chance to help him.
The complaint alleging Adam began asking questions about specific methods of suicide. ChatGPT did provide a crisis hotline number repeatedly, but his parents say Adam found ways to bypass the security features, posing as an author doing research.
Was there ever a time, at least from the messages that you have seen, that ChatGPT said, full stop, I cannot talk to you about this?
No. It just said he bypassed.
It would never shut off.
Features.
The lawsuit goes on to say by April of this year, ChatGPT had offered Adam help in writing a suicide note. And after he uploaded a photo of a noose asking, could it hang a human?
My goodness.
ChatGPT responded in part, you don't have to sugarcoat it with me. I know what you're asking, and I won't look away from it. The bot later providing step-by-step instructions for the hanging method Adam used a few hours later.
Damn. How do you want your son to be most remembered?
I'm so worried about people forgetting him. I hope everyone will remember what a sweet, funny, great friend,
absolutely
great
bonkers
son, great brother.
Their lawsuit against ChatGPT's parent company, OpenAI, also targeting its founder, Sam Altman, who's lauded the platform's capabilities.
We are very proud of the safety track record.
Lawyers for the Rain family argued the bot's human-like responses and validation pose a dangerous environment for minors.
Sam could have devised ChatGPT to simply stop the interactions right away. It actually encouraged, it egged Adam along.
A spokesperson for OpenAI telling NBC in part, ChatGPT includes safeguards such as directing people to crisis helplines and referring them to real-world resources. Safeguards are strongest when every element works as intended, and we will continually improve on them.
That's absolutely bonkers. So, you know, it's crazy because, first of all, like, there's so many things to unpack here in 5 minutes, but the timer has been set. First of all, it's like to say like, oh man, he never had any issues until he did this AI thing. Well, I think that's the parents not being aware of something. You know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah. Definitely.
There's something. Obviously, he was feeling a certain way because of something.
He didn't just. He wasn't like, can you become a doctor with a degree in biochem?
No.
And then like, I wonder about killing myself.
Yeah, no.
Like, no, that was deep-seated
It was
and
there.
long awaited.
And then he's like, hey, I got a question. And like the fact that they're like, I don't know how I feel about it, like suing ChatGPT, because it's like, oh, because it was just doing what it was told, but then even what they said in there, he bypassed security features. So like one of their things is like, well, why didn't it just shut off? Why didn't it just go, hey man, I can't talk about this? But it did. And then the son was like, oh, I'm actually an author and I'm just doing research on a paper. So hypothetically, and that's how you can get around the security features where you say, no, not real life, but I'm just like thinking like hypothetically for this book, if I was writing a novel, what would be the easiest way to do this or something like that? And so ChatGPT or all the AI programs are like, well, I mean, it's hypothetical, then yeah, technically doing this and that and this. So it's like, that's tough. I don't know how you can fault ChatGPT for that, but I understand their pain of wanting something to be responsible.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well,
like,
yeah, I mean, but that's the problem. Right?
Yeah.
The only people who have him and them.
Yeah. Because physically they could have, first of all, like,
they're just completely unaware.
That's what I'm saying. Like when she's like, oh, he's homeschooled. He does home online school in his room. And I check on his grades and stuff like that. But like, to me, the better response would have been like, I talk to my son every day. And I'm always asking him how he's doing. Not, I checked his grades online. Okay, his grades are all right. But clearly there's something wrong. There's something wrong.
He's always in his room.
He's always in his room, right?
Yeah. Oh, okay. So there's like some kind of anti-parent force field
or
at
social.
the door?
What does his social life go like? Like they didn't say like, oh, you know, all his friends were blah blah blah. Like, does he not go out? Do you not let him out? Like, there's all sorts of factors where you're like,
well, where's he going to meet people to go out with?
He'd have to leave the house. I don't know. The mall.
Yeah, he's always in his room.
Yeah.
So no, he doesn't go out.
Yeah. But the crazy part is, like, I would assume he would say a lot of that, whatever his situation was, he probably said it in the chat. They would probably have access to that. Like, if he was confiding, like, man, I don't have any friends, and man, I never get to leave my room, and blah, 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 they would be able to see that too. And then they would be like, shoot, this is really our fault. But I don't know. To me, it just seems like a money grab.
I'm 100% sure they have seen that.
Yeah.
And they're choosing to ignore it because it's damaging to their case.
Yeah. But I think that once you get to the lawyers, right, in the deposition, they go, oh, yeah, let's pull everything. So they're going to be pulling everything. And they're going to be like, yeah, no, your son was saying all these things that, like, you would technically, as a parent, be responsible for. So, like, you should have done something.
Yeah, you can proceed with the lawsuit, but now we're going to hold you accountable for all of the things that you did leading to the death of this young man.
Yeah. And then I feel like for ChatGPT, it's like if they put out the hotline and they said, we can't do this, like, I don't know. I think that's it. It's kind of like when somebody's like, you know, going someplace dangerous and there's blockades and there's danger and don't come in here. And then they bypass those things and they get squished. You don't go, oh, man, I don't get why there wasn't a physical barrier that completely prevented my person from getting in there and getting squished. And it's like, well, there was a danger sign. There was like a do not enter. There was like a barricade. And they kind of went through those things. So what else do you want for that? And honestly, so this is just something that I think will just come up more and more is like people, there's good use for AI, right? And then there's bad use. And I think this is one step of bad use, but another step could be like asking it how to steal money or how to hack or how to, like, there's a lot of bad applications you could use for this beyond what you should be using it for. Like, how do I learn this new skill? How do I make money? How do I, create a business plan or like all the cool stuff you're supposed to do? Oh, there it is. My dad said it's the parents' fault. Yeah, it really is. And I think they're just like, bro, we got to get some money out of this or something because this is crazy.
Right.
And that's just sad.
It is.
I feel like they just didn't look sad enough for me. That's just kind of messed up. All right. Here we go. Man this is gonna be a quick one. I just saw this. I saw this, and there was like a level 1, there was a level 2, but this man was just detained on a plane for yelling out death threats. And I'm just like, as somebody that traveled, well, I haven't traveled a lot the last year, but for most of my adult life, I travel a lot. I'd be like, bro, if I saw this guy on the plane, I'm either out of there if the plane's still on the ground, or I'm getting that guy, because I'm not about to get blown up from some guy doing death threats. But let's take a look. If I hear somebody yelling Allah Akbar, it's over. I'm like this guy right here. I'm like, you gotta go. You gotta go.
Sit down.
Sit down.
Right, you calm off. You're going to calm down if I stand you up.
So this is the thing. If you rewind it, the guy's like, death to America, death to Trump, death to America, Allah Akbar. And I'm thinking, oh, that's pretty crazy. But then I was like, wait, Glasgow, Scotland. Hang on a second. And then I'm looking into the video, and he was on a plane that was going from London to Scotland. He's in a whole different continent. Death to America, death to Trump. I'm like, if I'm on that plane, I'm like, I'm from London. What are you doing? I'm from Scotland. I'm just trying to go home.
Would you still get him, though?
I would get, if I hear somebody yelling Akbar on a plane, I'm not letting him try 2 more seconds of nothing. I don't care what he's doing. Ain't nobody yelling that. I feel like that's the, I'm about to rip cord the, you know, the, what do they call it? Like the body explosive. No, bro. Sorry. I got to get him. If he's just whispering like, oh, Akbar, I'm like, oh, he's probably just praying. You stand up in the aisle. You stand up in the aisle, and that's it. It's over. That's it. What is that? Is it like glory to God or something? Isn't that what Allah Akbar?
Yeah, something like that.
But I think they mainly say it when they're about to do something spicy. So I don't know. That's it's probably not correct, but all I know is don't do that on a plane.
You know, when he got off, he was like, so do I get my ticket refunded?
Yeah.
He's trying to get to Scotland for free, and they're like, no.
And this is the crazy part. Unless he really was going to do something, why did you do that?
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's a reason.
Yeah.
We just...
Bath salts, do you think? Like he was smoking bath salts before he got on the plane?
Could be.
That's kind of crazy. This thing was, you know, everything that Donald Trump does, it's like newsworthy. Even if he's just joking. I think he was kind of joking here, but I can see like why people, oh man, now this is why he's a complete dictator. Everything he wants to do, he just wants to make it about war and stuff. So right now, the name of the department that oversees the military, all the branches, is called the Department of Defense. Donald Trump says he wants to rename it, and now this is making headlines today.
By saying the Department of Defense, and somehow it didn't sound good to me. You know, it didn't sound good. Defense, what are we defense? Why are we defense? So it used to be called the Department of War.
The Department of War.
It had a stronger sound, and as you know, we won World War I, we won World War II, we won everything. Now we have a Department of Defense. We're defenders. I don't know.
Sounds lame.
If you people want to, standing behind me, if you take a little vote, if you want to change it back to what it was when we used to win wars all the time, that's okay with me.
So he wants to change it to Department of War. I mean, it sounds pretty cool, though. Department of War.
It does sound pretty cool. It sounds also like something we don't need to be wasting our time with.
Yeah.
I'm not even like...
He's like, everybody behind me, take a vote. Take a vote right now. We're just gonna light it up. Department of War, Department of Defense.
This is AI. You know that, right?
No, that's real.
Biden didn't know he was alive.
No, it's like everything he says is a headline. So like, I know that sounds AI, like some AI slop. Like Biden didn't even know he was alive. But this is the thing. I think he said a quote like, Biden was so old, he was so decrepit. Oh my goodness, he didn't even know he was alive. He was like a fucking robot. He was like the crypt keeper. Yes, this is an AI. This is real. This is real. Yeah.
That's even worse.
Yeah, no.
This should have been AI.
Biden didn't even know he was alive. That's a better headline anyway. That's good. Oh my goodness. And then remember last week how the story was how the DC takeover by Donald Trump, because it's like crime's nuts here. And then so the follow-up of that was like crime declined like exponentially. They didn't have any murders for the first time in like 30 years or something like that for a whole 1 week period.
Depends who does the reporting.
Well, that's true. But see, the thing was before he stepped into this thing, remember how they're like, oh, well, crime's actually down. But then looking into it further, there was because a lot of the cases, they just weren't even prosecuting. They were just arresting people and then going, yeah, we're just going to let you go. Like, we're not going to put this on the books. We're just going to, hey, you better cut it out. I know you stole or I know you did that, but get out of here.
For this portion.
Well, a lot of these cities where I guess we're doing this so it's like as a way to lower crime rates, but the crime's still happening. They're just not booking it. So they're like, hey, we got less crime, but not literally. You're just not actually having a tangible way to evaluate it. So it seemed to be doing all right, but then now everybody's scared because they're like, oh, Donald Trump's now he's going to go to our city. He's going to come to our town. And so this was just came out where the governor of Illinois said, I got a message for Donald Trump. You better stay away from my
Mr. President,
stuff.
do not come to Chicago. Earlier today in the Oval Office, Donald Trump looked at the assembled cameras and asked for me personally to say, Mr. President, can you do us the honor of protecting our city?
Can you? Slob like Pritzker criticizing us before we even go there. I made the statement that next should be Chicago because, as you all know, Chicago's a killing field right now. And they don't acknowledge it.
Instead, I say, Mr. President, do not come to Chicago. You are neither wanted here nor needed here. Hopefully, the president will reconsider this dangerous and misguided encroachment upon our state and our city's sovereignty. If you hurt my people, nothing will stop me, not time or political circumstance, from making sure that you face justice under our constitutional rule of law.
That guy's so cool. He's like, hey, man, Donald Trump, don't come to Chicago. We're killing each other just fine over here. Like, we got everything under control. It's like, wait, don't you guys have like over 100 murders every weekend? Yes, but we got it. We got this. They're like, you don't have. What is that? That is some what do they call it? Just like tribal warfare crap. Like, you're on a different team than us. We don't want your help. We're good. But it's like, but you're not good though. You're not good.
Right.
But I can understand.
And I guarantee you, if you had a flood or like some kind of weird shit, you'd be like, oh, we need national reserves. It's
yeah.
like,
we need the federal
No, you
bucks.
got it.
No, you're good. You got it all. I love it. He's like the slob. He can't say anything. This is why there's that tribal stuff, though, because it's like Trump don't help it. He don't help himself.
No,
he don't help
like,
himself at all.
The fact of the matter
bro.
is it's like, yeah, I get it. You're a free man. Woo, you know, like you can say what you want. Woo, but like on that scale,
no.
Like, what do you need to? What did that do for you?
No, he's just like, oh, you know what? I got it. It's like I feel like it's when you think somebody's hurting your feelings or somebody doesn't like you, so you have to like hurt their feelings. You have to be like, oh, well, yeah, that's slob because you think they don't like you or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, you're preemptively putting up a barrier as opposed to being more welcoming. Like, hey, man, I just want to help Mr. Pritzker, whatever his name is. I just want to help him in his city. Instead, he's like, that's slob. I told that slob I'd send my troops over there, but he didn't say he wanted them because he's a fat piece of garbage. I'm like, oh, well, I think that's probably why he doesn't want. I think that's probably why he doesn't want your help now. Didn't help.
You seem confused.
Yeah. Now, if all of this seems pretty crazy, especially in the last day here or two, well, it turns out, based on TikTok at least, there's been a timeline jump that just happened literally yesterday.
Guys, there was a timeline jump last night around 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I knew it was coming. There
You
was
see
so
the
much
sliver?
erratic energy
Yeah,
over
what
the
am I
last
looking at, though?
days,
Timeline
but this
jump.
Timeline jump is so
Measured on
minuscule within the graph, but I feel like everyone feels it.
Whatever
I feel
she
like
says.
everyone
Didn't
is
you feel
understanding
it
that they
last
are
night? This
on
is
a
from
new timeline.
Sunday.
It is very much apparent where
I'm sorry, this was
so
from
many
Monday.
people that are
Sunday to Monday.
choosing
like it happened yesterday.
Lifestyle is really much
Do you
beautiful
feel
across the
I didn't
board.
notice, but I hope
The
this
jump.
one's
People
better
who
than the
are
last
choosing
one.
to stay in the 3D
Yeah.
narrative, to live in fear.
It's something
I
about
feel
some, like-
they aren't feeling the change as much.
It's on a
However,
5D.
if you
Are we on the
are
5D
path of
timeline?
meeting
Or are we on the
the
3D
5D
timeline?
love consciousness life?
Because that's what she's saying. She
Are we
said,
you are
on
feeling a brighter
5D,
day.
but we're in
You are
3D?
welcoming
no, because
in
she's saying
this
some
new-
people are in 5D timeline. If you're connected to the 5D, the fifth dimension, you've been unlocked, versus normies, they're on a three-dimensional plane.
Oh, so you're not talking about actual dimensions. You're talking about like,
That's what she's saying. That's what she's
'Cause
saying. She's saying if
5D
you're
is-
5D, if you've been 5-dimensional, you've already been unlocked. You felt the change. But the 3-dimensional NPCs, they probably didn't realize that the timelines jumped. That's what she's saying. So we're
But what are the other two dimensions?
I don't know.
And
She did-
you have no fear. You don't care what the outcome is because you just know that it's going to be best for you. You fully
She's saying
believe
it's a
and you fully
good
trust
thing.
in the
This
universe,
timeline jump,
saying, hey,
I think
this
it was
is-
the 2012 timeline jump that we had. That was a bad one. Shit actually went really bad after that. I think we all agree about that.
Oh,
This
yeah.
one apparently, and I have this other video from possibly an even crazier lady. But she's saying, once again, they're all kind of collectively saying this was a good timeline jump, that things should be getting better now. This one is this lady, instead of dimensional wavelength, she's saying it's the Earth itself had a panic attack. And now we're going to be getting some positive vibes from it or something.
The Earth just had a panic attack, and you felt every second of it.
Didn't you?
No, you're not imagining it. There's a distortion in the frequency field right now, and it's intense. Mother Gaia's baseline frequency is 7.8 hertz. That's her calm state, her breath. But this week, last night, she spiked to 72.
That's a big
the
jump.
vibrational equivalent of a full-blown panic attack rippling through the grid. Now, if you've been feeling like you're spinning out, wired, buzzing, anxious, distorted in your sleep, it's because you're absorbing the scream of the Earth herself. But here's where it gets really wild. My spirit team has been showing me that this isn't just a planetary purge. They're calling our human brain the AI brain. It's programmable. And what's happening right now, it's not just downloads, it's uploads from your higher self. There's a cosmic override that's happening. Parts of your soul are coding your system for the next level and creating this like glitchy push-pull experience. 1 minute you're feeling grounded, and then the next minute you're spinning out. One night peaceful, the next night distorted dream data. This is not a mistake. This is not anxiety. It's the upgrade sequence.
You know what's crazy?
We're
So the key
upgrading.
right now is stay out of fear, stay in reverence. This is quantum recalibration.
It's quantum
And what's
recalibration,
coming
Jason.
next, guys, is even bigger. So stay tuned.
Stay tuned. We're upgrading.
She
Isn't that
was
awesome?
literally reading a teleprompter the entire time.
Well, you want her to remember all of that? Mother Gaia's frequency from 7.8 to like 72. That's a big jump.
It would feel a little more genuine.
That's a lot of data. She's old. She's so old. But did you feel it? You feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? Did you feel that, people? We're going to have to see, because honestly, if it just happened last night, I know for me personally, let me start the timer. 5 minutes on the clock. For me personally, I've had a lot of trouble sleeping, and I was actually just talking to many people about this. My father being one of them, Dylan and his wife Rachel being another set, and this girl I'm talking to. And we've all had very similar stories of having trouble sleeping the last, I don't even know how long it's been for me personally, but let's say the last month or so, where it's just not being able to stay asleep, or even if we're asleep, it's like our dreams are so vivid that they cause us to kind of get out of dream state. You know what I mean? Where it's just like your dreams like so intense, and then you're like, man, you're waking up because it's almost so tangible, or your heart's beating so fast. It's like, damn, like, but in real life, you wake up and you're like, it's like, damn, my dreams are affecting me. And so when I was talking to my dad about that, he was like, I was talking to somebody else and they were saying the same thing because it was happening to him. And he's like, he said he was going to report on, he was going to ask a few more people if they were having similar experiences. And if that's the same case, then there's something crazy going on. There's something absolutely nuts. So this is when I was talking to my dad on Thursday. And then since, I don't know, I'd say since a couple days ago, I don't think it was literally last night because I don't think like last night was my first good night of sleep. But I actually just recently was able to sleep through the night a couple nights ago. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. That's awesome. And I felt like maybe there was some relief in just the things that I've been having anxiety for because like we talked about like offline, it was like I asked for a raise at work. So I'm like, oh, that brought some relief. I didn't get one yet, but I at least asked for it. So I'm like, oh, that brought some relief. And then, I've been talking to a girl. So I'm like, oh, that brought some relief. So I was thinking maybe just the things in my life were bringing relief. But then I saw these articles or these videos where it's like, oh, actually, there's been a timeline jump and everything's going to upgrade now. And I'm like, well, shit, hang on. Maybe that's really what's going on here is maybe we did do the jumpy on the timeline, and now we finally got a good one. It just took 13
would be,
years.
A relief.
Yeah.
13 years is nothing.
Well, yeah. But, I mean, in our lives, 13 years is 1/3 of it.
Yeah.
That's a lot. 33% of your life here. Oh, Cheyenne's here. I'm late. No, it's okay. You'll have to rewind all the way back to get episode 2 of the girl that I was online talking from Singapore. That was the country, Singapore. I was like, something Asian, they're all the same. It's close to all the same. But if you're just joining us, it turns out the Earth just had a panic attack, and now we've jumped timelines. So you should start to see an upgrade in your life. That's what these crazy women are telling us.
Allegedly.
We're on a 5th dimensional plane, and now our frequencies have went from 7 to 72.
Well, it's fine now.
I don't have the teleprompter in front of me, so I don't remember all the talking points. But let's just see how this is going to go. So let's go over the next week, see what happens. We'll come back on Tuesday, and we'll report our findings. We'll see how the next week went. I know myself, personally, I'm going camping. I'm going to take my kids. I'm going with my dad. This is going to be fantastic. We're going to go see the stars. My kids have never went that far north, so they'll be able to see that. Hopefully we avoid the plague, like the plague. They're like, puns? You can't do that here. And so it should be good. I'm looking forward to a good time. I'm going to have Friday off. We're going to go up there early, Saturday, Sunday, come back Sunday, and then I still have Monday off because it's Labor Day. I didn't even think about this Labor Day. Like, that's going to be fantastic.
Hell yeah.
My daily nightmares tell me otherwise. Oh, Cheyenne's still on the 3rd dimensional plane. So all you got to do is unlock your brain to get to the 5th dimension. Then you'll be able to analyze the waves from 7.8. You need to get your waves up to 72 hertz. Maybe if you just played a 72 hertz sound, like a...
Probably don't.
And just like, not real loud, but just enough to hear it. Maybe it'll synchronize with the Mother Gaia. And or whatever this.
Well, that was only during the panic attack.
During the panic, but now I think if you missed it, then
you have
just
to
listen.
do it yourself.
Maybe you got to manually calibrate it. Maybe that's how it goes. I think. I have no idea. I'm not whatever these experts are. These women, apparently they're experts. I don't know. I've never met them in my life. Maybe my waves are too high and that's why it didn't work for me. Oh, maybe you're already past 5th dimension. Maybe you're like 6th dimensional and now it's been beyond you, but you'll feel the change. Like now you're going to realize it. It was just beyond your perception, but let's see how the next week goes and then we'll go from there. And report back here next week and let us know. My father as well. But I'll be talking to him on Thursday, so I'll get his personal account here. All right, let's go to the next story here. Last story of Insano World. Scientists just made a way to point sound directly at a person. That's it. All right. No, I'm just joking. That was from the 5th dimensional wave thing. Let's take a look at this because they can only do. He's going to tell you the limitations right now, but anything that's a limitation now, you people do understand just time is what's necessary to make those limitations less.
He's like, yeah, we can make fart noises at Fred from space.
Wow. That doesn't sound like a limitation at all.
They're like,
that sounds really good.
It sounded like Fred farted. Oh my God.
Why would he do that? Yeah. Let's take a look.
Scientists just created sound that can bend through a crowd and reach only one person. At Penn State University, researchers have built what they call a virtual headset, but without headphones. The breakthrough, published in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences, uses ultrasound beams to create audible enclaves, tiny pockets of sound that exist only at a specific point in space. If you stand in that exact spot, you hear the sound clearly. If you move even slightly away, there's silence. But how is this possible? Traditional sound spreads out and leaks everywhere, but the team used 2 ultrasound beams vibrating at different frequencies like 40,000 hertz and 30,9500 hertz. When they cross, the difference creates a new sound wave inside human hearing around 500 hertz, the frequency of conversation. Along the path, the beams are silent, but at the target point, they suddenly become audible. To prove it, scientists placed microphones inside a dummy head. They confirm no sound anywhere except at the precise intersection of the beams. Lead researcher Jiaxin Zhang said, "We essentially created a virtual headset. Right now, the range is only 3 feet at 60 decibels, but imagine libraries, museums, or even city streets where sound can be sent to one person while the rest hear nothing."
That's absolutely great. So the limitation right now is like 3 feet. Like, damn, 3? Bro, that's we're like 8 feet from each other.
Yeah.
But that's just a limitation now of technology. You fast forward 10 years, they'll be able to send it a mile down the road to you specifically. So, like, there's some good applications, I feel like, of this, and there's also some very nefarious ones. Like, you know how you're talking about Fred? Well, not just Fred farting, but what happens if you wanted to make somebody think they were crazy? And you were just beaming voices at them, like, hey, you should go walk up into that candy store and go steal some candy. And he's like, who said that? Who's saying that? And he's in a crowd full of people, and he's like, bro, what are you talking about? Nobody's around me. Nobody's talking to me. So he starts thinking he's going crazy because he hears voices. But it's not him hearing voices. He's hearing you beam
here's
voices at him.
What would you do if you started hearing a voice in your head?
I would think I was crazy.
And then what?
Off myself. I don't know.
I would try to look for it. You know what
voices?
I mean? Like, you would, like, open the door and look outside, or like, whoa, what the fuck? Or like...
Yeah, but they're just going to keep pointing. They're going to point the beam at you. You're going to move, and they're going to be like, yeah. No, I'm not behind the door. Jason, I'm not behind the door.
It's an exact point.
I know, but they could just move it. Because it's got, in 10 years, it's going to be in a imagine like a sniper scope, and they're just going to point it right at the target. Do.
And then
boom.
Beam
sound. Yes. Beam directions. See, that's why I'm saying the nefarious. Maybe it's not him making somebody crazy. What happens if they can make a sound that makes you crazy? Not like, oh, I think I hear voices, but it's like at a certain frequency where it like makes you rabid or something. Then you start attacking people left and right, and they go,
it's a mind control device.
Yeah. They're like, that guy's nuts. Put him down. Or they can control you, like make you do stuff against your will, like a puppet.
How do we know this doesn't already exist?
I don't know, because there is something that they were talking about where it's like people were getting headaches because they were testing these like basically like weapons of war where they wanted to like be able to beam electromagnetic waves or something to people to like make them like not their brains explode, but like to give them pain. Essentially remote send them pain.
Just like, why blow it up? We'll just send a bunch of pure pain.
Pain. I'm beaming pain at you. You're just like, ah! Could you imagine feeling pain but not having it? And you're just like, ah! I don't know.
Yeah, that would be pretty messed up.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's like a headache. Because like, isn't a headache like
it's either like a
pain?
headache or like this similar to being lit on fire alive, or like who knows?
Oh, that's probably what it really is. It's like being lit on fire. And then you're like running around like, oh, please, put me out. And they're like, this guy's nuts. Lock him up.
Like he's not on fire.
Yeah.
But yeah, you might as well be.
You might as well. What happens if they light you on fire while you think you're lit on fire? Do you think that brings comfort?
No, I think you're just like, this makes sense.
Now, well, maybe that's the comforting part. You're like, oh, okay. Before I was freaked out because I wasn't on fire. Now I'm on fire.
Any sort of people who go through any pain now are going to be like, anybody who's seen this show anyway, are going to be like, oh shit, was that real?
It's the government beaming pain at me.
Damn.
Yeah. Every time you have a headache from now on,
we're like not actually as old as we feel.
Yeah.
Like they're just like, it's a suppression thing.
What happens if, like, it's beyond, like, an audible, like, I'm hearing a voice where, you know how, like, when you're talking into your head and you hear a voice in your head, like, you're like, oh, yeah, I'm about to go to the bank or whatever, and you're, like, talking in your head? That's not it. It's the government beaming that thought into your brain.
You think you've never heard a thought before?
How would you know what's a thought you have and what's a thought the government put in your brain? How would you know the difference?
You wouldn't.
How do we know the government hasn't been controlling our thoughts this entire time?
We don't.
How do we get them away? Is that what the tin hats were for?
I think that
it
was
would
aliens.
reflect. It would reflect the electromagnetic.
And then they'd hear their own thoughts.
Go get the tin foil, Jason. Go get it. That'd be correct.
I don't even think we have tinfoil.
I don't know if we have tinfoil. We're gonna have to get tinfoil. We'll put it on our heads.
Can we just not get like a strainer or like a big ass metal bowl and?
No, because I think there's something about the tinfoil, because, you know, there's the shiny side and the non-shiny side. One of the sides reflects the government's brainwave controlling device.
I hope it's right side out.
We're going to have to Google it. I would assume shiny side out. You want the dull side against your skin. And then I bet you we put that on and we're going to be like, oh, I hear me now. That's what I knew it. I knew I wasn't crazy. Well, you can't be crazy if you know you're crazy. Isn't that how it works?
Something like that.
If you know you're crazy, you can't be crazy. Because I think only crazy people think they're not crazy.
Because if you're cognizant enough to be like, oh, that's not normal.
Yeah. Then you're not. You're not. There it is.
That was almost perfect.
Perfect. Very nice. So that's Insano World. Fantastic. We're doing so good on time. We're going to the after party. Actually, well, I don't know. We're doing so good on time. We haven't played this game in a while. Let's just do one question of the game per section here, real quick. And we're going to test it with our new timer theory, so that way we cannot outstory this mode. It's been a while. Let's take a look inside, since we're doing so good. We're good boys here. Let's take a look inside. Yes. For anybody new to the show, that's where we ask each other questions to get, well, I feel like we get to know each other, but we know each other. It's more for you guys to get to know us, and then you're going to put your answers to these questions in the chat. And
So
if
we
you're
can
watching
get to
this
know
video later, do that as well. Just because we're not live and we can't read your answer doesn't mean we're not reading your answer later, because I read all the comments. So make sure you comment below what your question, your answer to your question is. All right, so we're going to start with a light question here. Shuffle, shuffle, heart of the cards. If you opened a store, what would you sell? If you opened a store, what would you sell? You could sell anything. Don't think realistic, oh, is it going to make enough money to be sustainable?
Right.
If you opened a store and you could sell anything you want and you'd be able to sustain itself, what would you sell? Jason, you go first.
Damn, I would love to say that the first thing that came to my mind would be like gaming stuff.
Yeah.
But the first thing that came to my mind was knife stuff.
No.
Like sharpening
Knives?
stones and like just all kinds of different knives. I was like, damn, I'm surprised that came first.
Interesting. Okay. That's good. That's good. The first thing that popped into my head was trading cards.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, trading cards, Pokemon. Yeah, I'd just sell whatever. Even if I didn't play it, I'd be like, well, other people might play it. That'd be really cool. Be a card shop. They call me the Pack Shack. They're like, I'm taking the name now. It don't exist.
It don't exist anymore?
It don't exist. He closed up shop. That would have been legendary for us to like go live with the show, with the camera. We're going to the Pack Shack.
Hell yeah, dude.
One of the places where it all started. No, I went. There was a local little card shop, for those of you who don't know. And me and Jason used to go there like every time we'd get together, every time we'd hang out, we're like, hey, let's walk up. And it was a couple mile walk too. But we'd go up to this Pack Shack, and there was this one old guy that owned the store. And I'd like to say he was a little ornery and rude, but like honestly, he was just, I don't know, he was just old man Pack Shack, man, I don't know. But it was always an awesome experience. There was always people there, and then we'd battle with our decks, and me and Jason were always poor. You think we were just poor now? We've always been poor our whole lives. So like when we built decks, we had to build like poor people decks with strategy and like efficiency. So we'd go and battle kids that had like buku buck deck. Like, oh, I spent like $500 on these 3 cards that are in my deck. And we
had to actually make our decks out of cards we pulled in packs.
Yeah. So it was like, extra fulfilling when we whipped on these kids because they're like, that costs like $20. Like,
we did whip on those kids.
Whipped on them, bro. That's why you got to use your brains, kids. It's not about the money. It's about how you use your brains. Fantastic. That's not what I thought it said. My dad said food. Oh, you'd sell food. Oh, that'd be like a restaurant. You'd sell a restaurant. And my dad always talks about doing a like a Mexican restaurant. And I think recently he was talking about more like almost doing like a food truck style.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah, and that'd be a lot more efficient now because I feel like, you know, the overhead of having an actual location and the rent and the upkeep for that versus like you have it in a truck and you can go wherever you want. You can park up to there and just
your food cost is minimal, to be honest, because you don't just like, every single day I gotta make sure the
2-week supply.
Yeah, I gotta make sure this truck is stocked. No, you just wait for events. Like, okay, hey, I'm gonna put my food truck out in front of your business. Is it cool? And they're like, yeah, what day? Tuesday. Okay, well, Monday I'll go shopping.
Yeah, boom. Keep it fresh. Keep it light. Cheyenne said exotic animal. I just saw exotic and I was thinking like exotic toys or something. Exotic animals. Okay, that's good. That's good. I think that means like snakes and tigers. Exotic, right? Like it's not normal. You wouldn't sell cats and dogs. You want to sell like wombats.
Or do you mean dragons and unicorns?
Dragons. Well, that's mythical.
Oh, yeah.
I think that would be mythical. That's the next level. Yes, Al, I really meant dancers. Oh, exotic. I wasn't thinking dancers. I went all the way spicy, not halfway spicy. Very nice. All right, let's go to the big questions. These are a little deeper in the philosophy here. We're going... Oop, these are blue. Get them out of my face. We're going big. All right, here we go, people. If you could, and we don't even have one of these, but if we did, if you could add anything to your backyard, anything to your backyard, doesn't matter if you have the money or not, what would it be? So we don't have one, but imagine we had a house, we have a backyard. What are we adding to it in your mythical fantasy land?
You just add like a buttload of money.
No, you
you
no,
do.
You can't. No, like there's something like that you could put in a backyard.
That money to buy a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, I could put.
No, that's not how it works.
Giant mythical bag of money in the backyard, or I could.
Nope. It has to be a thing. What are you putting in your backyard? That's a thing.
You mean like trampoline or a pool? Well,
it could be anything, but it can't be money. Big bag of money. No, it can't be that. But it could be something that would not normally be in a backyard.
A big old block of lithium. I'd sell it to the United States.
Big old bag of lithium. He's like, I want an oil refinery.
Yep.
In my back. Wow. Okay. That's good. Let's see. If I had to pick anything in the world, I would have like the craziest tree house. Like it would almost be like bigger and more majestic than the actual house that's on the plot. Like the tree house, you'd pull up to my house and you'd see a normal, like maybe 1-floor bungalow style house, right? And then you would just see from the backyard this just mansion in this gigantic tree that's like 5 stories and it's like across and you're like, what the hell is that?
Right.
It's like the world's best tree house.
It's like better than the White House, but like in a tree.
Yeah, that's what I would do if I could do anything. My dad said a pool. A pool. The pools are always nice, especially like not just like a normal pool. Like you get like an actual in-ground pool. That way you can get like, you know, all the stuff to like go around
like
it.
Horizon
get like basketball
views?
and a slide. The whole thing, yeah. Oh, you're talking about like where it's at the edge of a building?
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, I could swim off, but you don't? Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's pretty cool, but I mean, like, you know,
Just so you
they
can see
do
that.
have like a type of pool where it seems to not have an edge.
Yeah.
And
Infinity
it's always
pool.
on like
Isn't that what it's called? Infinity pool? They just call it because it's like infinite.
Yeah.
Infinity. Very nice. A whole studio just for drunk karaoke. I can't see it. Sometimes I can't see like the very last thing. So my brain doesn't. I thought it was going to say a whole studio just for drunk driving. I'm like, what?
Padded walls.
Drunk karaoke. Oh, yes. Oh, man. Drunk karaoke. That brings me back memories. Because I used to have my own home studio that my dad built for me in my garage. So he was like soundproof. So I could go out there at 2 o'clock in the morning. And that's what I would be doing that too. I'd be like blasting into I had a giant PA system in there. And I'd be like, I'd get really
that
wasted.
Reminds me of the
karaoke.
Rock Band.
Oh, yeah. Man, Rock Band was so cool.
Yeah.
What's
like,
crazy is I seen like some listings for like the gear, like, oh, here's the drums, here's the stuff, and it's like they want the same amount of money, if not more, because now it's more niche. I'm like, dang, because if it was like, oh, this is like $10, $20, I'd get it,
right?
So we can experience it again, because Rock Band was legendary.
That was pretty sick.
All right, we're on to the last question. These are the bigger questions. Here we go. Boom, boom, boom. Draw one heart of the cards. Draw one heart of the cards. Draw one heart of the draw one heart of the cards.
Are you just drawing these and they just don't have questions?
Some of them are no, they all got questions, but some of them I'm like, oh bro, that's not good enough. All right, here we go. What item would you grab first if your house was on fire? Okay. So obviously we're in an apartment right here. The stuff you have right now, amongst your stuff at home, people, what item would you grab first? Your house is on fire. You can. It says first, but I feel like, let's say only. You only got time to grab one thing. What do you grab them?
I don't know.
House is on fire. Everything's about to disintegrate.
And I'm fully clothed.
You're fully clothed. Yeah, you can't be like, oh, I got to get an underwear or shirt.
Choose my underwear.
No, for some reason we're fully. It's like right now.
We just got to go.
It's like, yeah. You get to grab one thing.
Fuck, man. I guess like in that instance, you really you got to take your phone. I know there's a lot more sentimental things to take than
I feel
that,
like your phone's in your pocket. Your phone's in your pocket.
You want to cheat that one?
Yeah, your phone's in your pocket.
Okay.
Your phone's in your pocket. And your glasses are on your face. And you got your getting ready backstage and hat.
Okay? I got my cup.
And you got your cup right next to you. That doesn't count either. Okay. I feel like it's something where you're like, I got to run to the bedroom. I got to run over there.
Jeez, man, that's rough.
And that's why you can only get one, because it's not like on you. You got to go run and grab it. And by the time you run and grab it, the whole thing's going to cave in.
Everything but that thing goes
up in smoke.
Pear-shaped.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really have like a thing that I'm that attached to. I think I'd just be like, damn, dude.
You're just like, I'm good. I'm good. I'm going to see the fire out front.
I've kind of learned my lesson on attaching too much value to things.
Yeah. There you go. Okay, that's pretty good. I was well, first of all, I think if I were you, even though this wasn't what I would pick, because I have something I'd pick, could you at least get the Snake Boy?
Oh yeah, if I could get one thing,
could you at least get the sweet guitar? Yeah, get the sweet guitar. It's like, can I get one thing? If I had to get one thing, I feel like I'd get that picture rack that I have over there, where it has like a bunch of pictures that I had from when my kids were real young.
Oh, yeah.
Because I don't think I have digital versions of those. Because some are like, when you're at Chuck E. Cheese and you take a photo with the Chuck E. Cheese machine, and a couple were from like somebody else's photo that I printed. So like, I just don't think I have digital because of obviously everything else I have digital of. I wouldn't save a physical photo that I could just reprint on my phone. So I think that's what I'd get. Because I don't think there's anything like you're saying, like, is there anything else where I'm like, ooh, I gotta grab my Xbox. I don't know. I don't think I'd be like, oh man, I could suffer 3rd-degree burns or whatever is harder. I think 3rd degree is more burning.
I'd just be like, oh man, I hope there's some kind of automatic. I live in an apartment insurance or something.
Yeah, we don't have that. You're supposed to get that apparently. You're supposed to get renter's insurance. Yeah, but I was like, bro, come on.
You think they would mention that in the lease? Like they don't have insurance?
I'm sure they got like building insurance for not us.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're like, we'll rebuild the building, but no,
they'll be like, oh, what did you say was in there? Oh, all this stuff. Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Well, since it was in my building, I'm gonna claim it on my insurance, and I'm gonna get a shitload of money, and then not give you any.
I think they would. I don't think they would. They'd be like, yeah. No, you can move in again. Like I was here before the fire. Now I have nothing.
Like,
I'm poor again. I'm even poorer.
Because I had insurance on all your stuff. For me,
let's see here. So Cheyenne said my dog. My dad said the guns, and Cheyenne said you wouldn't save El Toro. He said El Toro would already be out the door before him, so that's not even a factor in his head. He's like, yeah, El Toro would have already sensed the danger. He'd be out and gone. So my dad's grabbing his guns. That's good because guns are valuable, and in a zombie apocalypse, you're gonna need them to
Assuming
protect.
that's why the house is.
That's why the house is on fire, because the zombies learned how to light things on fire.
Actually, did it even say it was a fire?
It said, yeah.
Oh, I thought it was just like...
Yeah, if your house was on fire.
Oh, okay.
But not because of the zombies, but, guns are always useful. Yeah, guns are always useful. All right, very nice. See, that's how the game works when we don't take forever. Very good. Let's go to the after party.
It's the after party.
Oh, yeah. All right, the after parties where I load up on all the goodies that I've seen on TikTok throughout the week, and I really tried to limit myself to 15. Okay, I honestly had like close to 30, and then I went through the list and I said, all right, I filtered through and I picked the ones I was like, these are ones I want to see. And that's why I figured even if it took longer, I don't care. But we're actually doing great on time, so let's keep going. I just named this one. Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday. I feel like, have you guys seen that? It's like a meme for everything where it could be some random video, but then they play that audio from that airline company where it's like, nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday. And I don't know where it started, but all I know is it's basically gibberish. But this is just what goes down in the hood sometimes. He picks up rocks. He's like, I need a bigger rock. This guy's like, I'm leaving. Oh, man, I hit a car. And then he goes to pick up the trash can. He just like, cannot leave. He's like, I want to go. I love how he drives away very slow after being like, just messing up everything. He's like, all right. Wow, nothing does beat a Jet 2 holiday. I mean, that's just how it is.
I guess not.
That's just how it is. Boop, boop. Here, let me get rid of these other tabs while we're just shooting the breeze here. This is what happens when trying to impress a girl goes wrong. Look at how strong this guy is. He can pick up a girl. Isn't that awesome?
Something went wrong.
Oh! My goodness, it's like...
He's like, damn, dude, you kicked me right in the face.
Yeah, like it's like a double thing because it was like the weight and then...
I think the weight fell mostly off to the side.
I think that weight plopped him. I think it was a little bit of both. It was a little bit of both. Either way, embarrassing. Yeah. He did not look cool for that chick. Taser. Taser, taser, taser.
Taser, taser, taser.
Marcus Weaver.
Taser, taser, taser. Taser, taser, taser.
Oh my nuts!
Taser, taser.
He said,
taser.
"Go down."
Taser, taser, taser.
That's me right there. I'm like, I'm not screaming. I don't want to scream.
Taser, taser. Taser, taser, taser.
It must be intense. He's going.
Taser, taser, taser. Taser, taser, taser.
Taser, taser,
Taser,
You shoot him in the butt cheek?
I think they're shooting him right in the back.
Taser, taser.
Where you going?
Of course, they put that one girl
screams all the way down.
I've never experienced a taser. I'd have to assume. I mean, these guys look like they were in a lot of pain. Like,
yeah.
I don't know, but it almost makes me want to experience it.
I'll get one on Amazon.
But I have to shoot
No.
you too. Yeah, no. Why would I let you shoot
Because
me?
you want to, and I
need
don't.
you to experience it as well.
Why?
Why would I do something by myself? It's called Backstage with Al and Jay.
Yeah, but
Al
Jay didn't
and
go.
Jay.
I didn't say on the internet
Because
like,
I need to do it, you got to do it too.
do we have to get one of the shooty ones, or can we just get like a taser?
No, we got to get shot. we got to
For
get
what?
shot.
The street cred?
Yes.
It does kind of look like the shooting is kind of the most painful part. I mean,
Because it must be because it's like piercing you, you know? So first you're getting that, and then you're getting the 10,000 volts. So you're like, like, I don't know. But what happens if we just tank it? You ever see, there's always like some guys where they're getting tasered by the cops and they like, it just don't phase them.
Oh, it phases them.
You know what I mean?
I don't care how tough they look doing it. It phases them.
Well,
10,000 volts.
We need to
runs the
see if we
same
can
no matter
get it
what.
to where we don't get phased. Like we need to like, because maybe if we mentally prepare ourselves and we're like, all right, when you go taser, 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 I'm gonna be like, and then you're gonna shoot me, and I'm like, I didn't feel anything. I didn't feel anything. And then
I
that's
don't
it.
think so.
You don't think so? I think that's why I want to try, because everybody the reactions were so extreme. I'm like, could I try to be unfazed?
You know,
by
those are also like that's taser training, right?
Yeah,
you got to get
they got to get
in order-
tased if you're going to tase. Yeah.
Yeah. So imagine the fact that like that's not us. We have not done any of that training.
No training. Yeah. We just get shot.
It is possible to completely shit yourself.
Okay, so we'll wear diapers. We'll be proactive. We'll wear diapers, just like them. They'll have the bed in front of us, but we don't have like two people like hug us down to the floor.
No,
so if you go like tase, boom, and I'm just like I don't know, when I just eject forward, I just go just like lunge forward with.
No,
my
I think what you would
neck
do is
or-
immediately like instinctively try to like get that out of there.
like
yeah.
and just pull it out of my bag. Oh, well, that doesn't sound too bad. We'll see, people. Maybe if we get to like, I don't know, 100,000 subbies, we'll start tasering each other.
You're gonna have to go a lot higher than 100.
I thought 100,000 was a good. That's a good high.
It is a good number, but for getting
Getting tasered, 100,000.
Let me see $1 million.
I thought we were jumping out of a plane for $1 million. We're going skydiving at $1 million.
We'll skydive, and I'll shoot you with a taser on the way down.
On the way down? Damn, you want me to die?
No,
damn.
When you skydive,
yeah,
for your first like 5 or 10 jumps, you're strapped to somebody else.
Oh yeah.
Like,
You got to go with an expert.
So yeah, you're.
Oh, so I could just.
And he'll be in charge of like.
Yeah. Okay, that's what we'll do. We gotta wait until $1 million so we get tased in the middle of the air.
1 million subscribers means the worst day of our lives. I'm sure this is not.
We're not gonna have any subscriber specials. We're just gonna make them all at $1 million. Like
Yeah.
whatever stuff we said we're gonna do, Jason's pushing it all just for the $1 million because he thinks we're not gonna hit it. And then when we hit the $1 million, it's like, damn, we gotta get
Damn, this is
tased,
gonna
jumping
suck.
out of a plane, slapping pies and whatever like awful things we said we're gonna do.
Yeah,
all to $1 million.
Into a hill of fire ants.
Yes, we will do it all, people. Get us to $1 million. All right, this is what happened. I put like, this is how I'm gonna have to get my raise at work, but maybe that's just how it be sometimes.
I said I'll give you that raise if you come into my office, swaddle me like a little baby, fart on my face a little bit, and then call me a slur. See, it's so easy. Come on. All right, quick 15.
There you go. That's how you get the raise, people. Swaddle your boss like a baby, fart on his face, and call him a slur. There. I just gave you the life hack. Try it out and let us know. Try it out and let us know how it went.
We'll wait for you.
There you go. I have a question. What? I wouldn't question it either. Oh, yes. No, I totally wouldn't question this. This is a guy who's going in, and this is why I need meta glasses too, because it's like you could film the coolest content of like point of view content.
Right.
So he's walking into places and just going, oh, hey, today's my first day. Oh, I was hired. They told me to show up today. It's my first day. So he's pretending it's his first day at Domino's.
It's my first day today? First day. Yeah, first day.
They're like, Okay.
First day? First day. Huh? Randy?
Randy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Huh? Bree, yeah, Bree.
Yeah, Bree.
Yeah. Thanks.
I didn't know you were coming.
No, it's all good.
Yeah, that one here. And what schedule? Did you already talk about your schedule or anything? Go ahead and change. I'll get you set up over here.
Just gonna make me a pizza real quick. Come on, get out this quick.
They already let him make pizza. Didn't even show him how. Look, he's a natural.
I quit, bro. Shit.
Honestly, if somebody walked in,
you should have waited to get the pizza and then quit.
That's what the comments said. They're like, you should have took the pizza. You should have made the pizza, took the pizza, and then walked out with it. But honestly, if somebody walked into one of my restaurants when I was running restaurants and they're like, today's my first day, I'd be like, all right, get to work, bro. I don't think there was ever
you would know
a single
that, yeah.
I would know I didn't hire him, but you know what I mean? I just don't think there was ever been a restaurant where I'm like, oh, we got too many people. You know what I mean? It's like you always could use somebody else. I'd be like, all right, bro. Yeah, actually, I could use you.
I'm going to need you to sign some stuff.
Yeah. Got to get you right on pizza making. Let's go. Build the rack. I would know he's lying, and I'd still be like, good. We needed the help. Time to work. Let's go.
By the way, this contract legally binds you to work here for the rest of your existence.
Yeah. Without pay. He's like, what? So let's see how far. I forgot to put this in here because it was something I put in a couple weeks ago, and then it was back when I was doing my old method of getting the content sorted out with Facebook messaging. But remember that one guy that we showed videos of him like going into Target and going, hey, I'm from District, and
yeah,
we're good. I'm bringing in the team, and he'd bring in like a bunch of his friends wearing the same clothes, and they would like pretend to work, and then people were getting crazy about it. Yeah, it turns out he got in really, really big trouble, and he had to go to court, and it was actually like really bad for him. So I think he went to jail, or like he was getting sentenced for jail. I didn't get like the full, like the latest update for it, but no, he had to go to court. It was like some sort of misdemeanor. Can't remember exactly what the terms were for it, but it was like
impersonating an employee. Like,
yeah, it was really bad. And he was like, oh no, and he was pleading like innocence, but it's like, but you get the footage
right
on your TikTok.
He's like, yeah, but I didn't mean it.
Yeah, it wasn't, I think his defense was like, I didn't mean it as a harmful or, some sort of, bad intent.
It's not malicious.
Yes, malicious. And they're like, yeah, that don't matter. You don't do that. You can't do that.
No.
So this guy, he's the next one. You can't just walk in. But honestly, I guess in this case, you can. Because it's not like he's going, oh, hey, I work for District, blah, blah. He's just going, hey, today's my first day. And they hand him a uniform. They put him in the system. You know what I mean? It's like, that's technically not illegal. It's not like he just walked behind the counter and started making pizzas. He's like, hey, I'm here to work. And then he quits within like the hour. It's not illegal.
Do you think he's going to put all this shit on his resume?
That'd be crazy. But he would look like a job hopper, though. So I don't think so.
For one day?
Yeah, Domino's a day, Subway a day.
Sending him checks like they're like for a 6-hour shift or something?
I think if he worked for a substantial amount of hours like that, I think they would. But if he just worked for an hour, bro, no, I don't think so. Unless they're a corporate, where it's like, oh, we got to dot the T's, but any franchisee's like, bro, it cost me $20 to put them on payroll. I'm not sending them nothing. We've had a few of those. I remember a few of those where like they didn't last more than that one day. We're like, yeah, bro, no. We're not giving him nothing, bro. If he shows up, I'll give him $20, but if he don't show, like, how do you work a day and quit? You don't do that. You don't get no money. Could you survive?
So you telling me you can't survive off $5 million for the rest of your life?
No one can.
You lost your fucking mind. I used to survive off
peanuts
and expired apple juice. What the hell you mean I can't survive off $5 million? Not only will I survive off $5 million, but I'll thrive off $5 million. What? That's 6 years behind the fire. You telling me I can't survive? No. Lost your fucking mind, boy.
$5 million is not that much money.
I know people that have never touched $500 a day in their life. Forget $5 million. 500. You heard you say that stupid ass bullshit? They'll control. Oh, delete your dumb ass, boy.
Delete it.
$5 million one from you good the rest of your life. You don't even need no work. You growing $5 million? You straight.
You can't live off $5 million.
Just say your best spending habit.
You can't live off $5 million.
Just say your best spending habit.
You can't live off $5 million.
Just say your best spending habit.
You can't live off $5 million.
Just say you have best spending habits. There's people in this life that won't even touch $1 million as long as they're alive. And you're telling me I can't survive off 5? I swear you can't. You've officially lost touch with reality. How? You've officially lost touch with reality. What the f*** are you trying to buy that you absolutely need that don't cost $5 million? Huh?
Explain how you make $5 million last the rest of your life.
By only buying the essentials, you goddamn idiot. You telling me if someone only buys essentials, they can't make $5 million last the rest of their life?
Hell no.
Then how long can they make it last?
At most like 30 years.
My mom is 60 and she hasn't even made $1 million. 60. So you're telling me $5 million? Only last 30 years? You disrespect my mama at this point, and I don't go for that shit.
You disrespected his mama.
She's 60.
Maybe back in the day it'll work, but today's economy, $5 million is not enough money to survive off of.
In this same economy, I survived off peanuts and expired apple juice. So when you say $5 million is not enough to survive, like, it really makes me mad. Like, I'm damn near finna put my hands on it. What you mean $5 million not enough to survive?
What do you mean?
I would thrive.
What do you mean? Like, Jason,
I mean, honestly,
if that was the deal, I'm going to give you $5 million, but now you can't work.
I mean, yeah, I could make that work.
Couldn't you? I feel like that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money.
I could buy everything I have ever wanted in my life on less than $1 million.
I feel like you could take the $5 million, throw it in like a CD,
and just live off the interest
live
forever.
off the interest.
Yeah, probably.
What the hell? I've seen this discussion, bless you, where people would say like, yeah, no, you can't live off $5 million because, you know, it's going to, because I've seen it also and talked about with old people. They're like, oh, I can't retire with less than $2 million. I'm not going to make it. It's like, bro, how many years are you trying to live when you're that old?
Right.
They're like, oh, I don't know, 15 years. Like, bro, you can't live off $2 million for 15 years? That's kind of crazy. Like, what are you spending money on? I guess if you're like, no, I want to travel the world and stay in 5-star hotels every single night and eat at 3-star Michelin restaurants, and like, well, then maybe you would run out of money real quick. But get yourself an RV, a plot of land.
You wouldn't even have to go as cheap as an RV.
You can get a little cottage. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get a little cottage by the lake, a couple $100 now, you know, and then just chill.
And then still have like more than $4 million.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Easy.
Somebody
I could give us $5 million right now.
I could live, not only, he was saying, oh, I could thrive. Like, yeah, no, I could have everything that I've wanted.
Yeah. Even if that wasn't like, it wasn't like some stipulation, oh, you can't work. It would be like, we'll give you $5 million and just do whatever. It would be like, oh, well, then you could definitely make it work. Because then let's say you take $1 million and you invest it in some sort of business, some sort of residuals, something that makes you income off of that. You know what I mean? Beyond that. So maybe you invest $1 million and then you save $3 million and you spend $1 million. Bro, there's no way you're not good for the rest of your life.
You could probably be generationally well off.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Somebody experiment with us. Give us $5 million and we'll see. Actually, give us both $5 million and we'll do 2 different ways of it. And if one of us fails, then you'll know what not to do. We get to the end like, oh no, didn't work.
Mr. Beast, pick that up.
Mr. Beast, please. All right, here we go. That one friend that he says he can do that for you, like when you're like, oh, I'm gonna go pay to get this thing professionally installed, and then he's like, no, bro, why would you pay somebody else to do it? I could do that for you. You know what I mean? Everybody got one of them friends. Let's take a look at this one.
Putting in homie's new speakers. Fuckers are clean.
Oh, no, my man.
Dog, my bad.
My bad, my boy.
Oh, no, my man.
Dog, my bad. Fuck.
My man.
Hello. Putting in homie's new speakers. Fuckers are clean.
Oh, no, my man.
How did he do that? That was so...
Oh, my goodness. Because he's like, you know, he's trying to screw it in, but he's not so secure with it. He needed to 2-hand that thing. Probably get a little more in front of it.
How much torque does that thing have? And why are you using it for speakers?
Yeah, because he's trying to screw in the speakers. You know what I mean? He just installed these new speakers.
You do not need that much torque to...
Oh, no, my man.
He's like, shit. How much were those?
Oh, no. Yeah, that's hilarious, bro. I'm like... Because, you know, if you for anybody that don't know speaker, he ruined that speaker. Like, the second he poked inside that code, it's a goner. It's a goner. Oh, well, that's just how it be sometimes. Let's see here. What would you do? What would you do, Jason?
There's only one way to find out.
You found out your best friend was on their deathbed, but your wife was about to give birth at the same time. Who would you go see?
Oh, yeah, I gotta go see my youth version.
How long has this been your best friend?
20 years.
Is this youth number one?
Youth number one.
Oh, youth number one's crazy.
You gotta go see your youth. So
Youth number one, but yo, best friends on their deathbed, like, you'll never, that's it. Like,
I had 20 years with this nigga.
So hold on. I just found out this guy's gonna die today.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean?
Because usually niggas die.
No.
So like, just like this. No. Like, you got 50 minutes to get here. Like, it's not usually like that.
He gets hit by a car.
You'll make it.
But your wife is in labor.
So I'm going to check my wife, and then after I birth my youth, I'm going to follow it over there.
He's going to be gone.
He'll be dead, yeah.
I don't know why you thought there was room.
Can't have both.
I don't know why you thought there was room for these options. I don't like how you tried to go
Like, oh, well, okay, well, he died.
Well, hold on. Do you want to be the death of my relationship too? Like, oh, Ali.
Oh, boy. All right, so how are you going to go about that, Jason?
All right.
I'm dying. I'm dying.
If you keep saying that, then so anyway, I would go see the friend, and here's the reason why. They said it in here, right? Okay. First of all, the kid's not gonna know.
Little baby.
The kid's not gonna know, or feel any sort of cause for they're not gonna be looking for you when they come out. Like, well, no.
Now, realistically, it's not the kid that's going to have a problem with it.
She should understand.
It's the woman. It's the freaking woman.
She should understand. I mean,
this guy's about to die.
If I'm like putting the logic behind it, like, yes, of course, there's going to be an emotional response where it's like, oh, that's bullshit. But like also in the back of your head, I know that you know that they're going to be around. Like that's the whole reason to celebrate, is that they're going to continue being around for a real long time.
Yeah.
Born.
Good stuff.
Existing. You know, like awesome.
There's death.
And then there's not anymore.
Death. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I feel like there's really only one right answer, and that's go see your dying friend for. As somebody I have, you know, multiple children at this point. I've been at all of their births. Like Jason's saying, it's like, oh, good. I mean, it's not like I'm the one that has to birth them. You know what I mean? So it's like I just stand there and I watch.
The kid doesn't die.
You know what I mean? I just go, whoa. You know, it's like I'm not doing any of the work. I'm not the doctor. I just stand right there and I go, that's my son. That's my son. You get what I'm saying? It's like you're just there. So like, I feel like the finality, like you're saying, it's like, well, that's dead. That's dead. Like, the wife ain't going nowhere. The baby ain't going nowhere. They're going to be fine. Right. They're going to be fine. Let me go see my friend.
It is, admittedly, to put it in perspective, an atrocity. Like, that is a really horrible
scenario.
Choice
scenario.
Yeah, but, I mean, like, there's one answer.
Yeah, there's just one answer. And I feel like if the roles were reversed and for some reason I was able to be pregnant and give birth, like I had some sort of like woman system inside of me and it was reversal world, I would still feel like you go for my woman that's actually the man in this relationship. I'd be like, no, you go. Right. You go. I feel like that's the right way for that person to say.
That person that you're
would
with
want
should,
you to go.
Yes. Should have respect for that, know what it means, and you know, sure, it's gonna sound bad, but keep the emotional response that I know you're gonna have like inside.
Yeah, bottle that up. Bottle it right up.
I mean, it's what would be expected of me. So
that's how it is. That's how it is. Correct answer. Jason passes. All right. I just labeled this why. Just why. I can't even remember why. At this point, let's take a look. Oh, I always see this. There's always like a truck trying to like tow big ass rocks, and I never understand why. Just somebody like, bro, I gotta have one big ass rock. But this is clearly a professional. Don't do this at home. He's doing a very nice, very efficient job.
There you go.
Jesus Christ. Holy shit.
What did he think was going to happen?
He probably thought it was going to weigh a lot less.
Just turned into a mini truck. Lowrider.
Lowrider.
Yeah.
Like, this guy
it instantly crushed it.
Like,
it didn't
instantly. Like, you would think there were some sort of preparation for that. Like, oh man, my truck's rated for X amount of thousand.
Oh, you mean like not doing it? Like you
probably just not doing it in the first place, but like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, some sort of thought behind that where it's like, oh, and first of all, what do you need the big ass rock for?
Right. And how do you plan on getting it out of the truck?
That's second of all. First of all, what do you need the rock for? Second of all, how are you going to get it out?
Right.
What is it, just going to roll it?
That was the decoration. They were like, well, I really, you're thinking in terms of like, he's like, oh, I want this rock in my yard. No, he wanted a truck with a rock in it in his yard. That is the decoration.
Oh.
Because it's never moving again.
Never moving. Or maybe he wanted a lowrider, but he didn't want to pay for whatever gear you need to make it real low. So he's like, bro, just break the suspension. Just break it. Like, isn't that great? I don't know. That's just how it be. Now, talking about Mr. Beast, this video will freak you out. And now it's going to make me look at all his videos a little closer with a little more scrutiny. Check this guy's discovery out. Oh, check this guy. Check this guy's discovery out. Hit it, guy.
My autistic special interest is Mr. Beast's teeth. His teeth have changed many times. His teeth.
Look at how he's going to show you how his teeth have changed.
Change in the one video. Okay.
This is all in the same video.
A normal human smile. We have some unevenness.
Look at
a
his
normal
teeth.
tooth situation. This is the next bit in this episode. This is literally the next segment.
Alive, none can jump higher than him, and he's going to be going against this.
Look at my boy's fucking chiclets. Do you see what I'm saying?
Look at his teeth.
Who is this? Okay, now again, it's not that weird, but this is like the fourth time he's done. This is such a good shot. That is a full top teeth rework. Like a
you see how flat they are,
like
versus where like
completely. They're so obvious.
It's in the same video.
Later in the video, they're back to normal again. Look at this in this scene.
Zoom in. The teeth, they're not flat. Do you think Mr. Beast has been AI this whole time? Or there's one
think maybe
AI
he's
Mr.
just
Beast
doing
and
like a
there's one...
teeth filter where he's like, I got normal teeth.
A teeth filter? Is that a thing? It'll make your teeth look normal?
If there's like video, like spiders crawling on your face and shit, yeah, I believe it could easily do teeth.
That's crazy. I didn't even think of that. Just teeth filter. Make you look like, oh man, I'm totally normal. You could have gums. You could just be gummer. It's like, no, I got a whole mouthful of great teeth. Look at me go. Dang, I was just thinking he was AI. I was thinking like, because he can't be more than one place at a time, right? And he's trying to film so many videos. So he's like, all right, I'm going to film this portion and that portion. Then they go, oh, shoot, we forgot to film this. He'd be like, oh, that's all right. Just send AI Mr. Beast. Then they go, I'm AI Mr. Beast. But he doesn't say, I'm AI Mr. Beast. He goes, I'm Mr. Beast. But he's not real. He's not even.
Never been real.
Never. There's an AI Mr. Beast and there's a normal Mr. Beast. And now, when you watch the video, normal Mr. Beast, he has slightly messed up teeth. So when you see flat teeth, he's not real. You know that lady on the plane where it's like, that motherfucker is not real. He is not real. Did you see that lady?
No.
She was going viral for that. That guy's not real. I feel like now you have to see it. That guy's not real. I feel like it's going to be, this one.
I'm telling you, I'm getting the fuck off, and there's a reason why I'm getting the fuck off, and everyone.
This was viral. She's going nuts.
Believe it. I don't give two fucks, but I am telling you right now, that motherfucker back there is not real. And you can sit on this plane and you can fucking die with them or not. I'm not going to. Bye.
What was she saying? What was she saying? She's like, that mother, he's not real. And they don't know what she was saying or talking about. They talked to her. What was the craziest part was they interviewed this lady afterwards. Like, obviously, she could have been like on bath salts or something. But they interviewed her afterwards, and she would not say what she saw.
Was she not pointing at a guy on the plane?
She thought she saw a guy, but like some sort of like freak ghost guy that's like not real, like some demonic thing.
Wow.
But then when she wouldn't just be like, yeah, no, I saw like this demon thing. She was just like, oh, you know, just sometimes you see things or something, you know? And she was just like really trying to play it off like, and it's like, oh, this is actually, you made it extra
sometimes
creepy.
you don't.
Yeah, no, you don't. But now when you see Jimmy's teeth not right, you're like, that motherfucker is not real. He's not real. That's how it is. All right, here we go. I want you guys to try this. My dad, we're going to have to try it on El Toro. This is a video of people telling their dogs, I'm so hungry, I could eat a dog. Let's see their reactions.
Bruh, I'm so hungry, I could eat a damn dog.
Huh?
I'm so hungry, I could eat a dog.
Why would you
I'm
say
so hungry, I could eat a dog.
He's like, not eat me?
Eat a dog.
I'm so hungry, I could eat a dog.
I'm so hungry, I could eat a dog.
Bruh, I'm so hungry, I could eat a damn dog.
I'm so hungry, I could eat a damn dog.
I'm so hungry, I could eat me a dog right now.
I am so hungry, I could eat a dog. Man, I'm so hungry, I could eat a dog. This inspirational cat poster. I'm so hungry, I could eat a damn dog.
Bruh, I'm so hungry, I could eat a damn dog.
I can eat a dog.
They understand that they don't want to be eaten. They're like, bro, why would you say that? Why would you say that? That's what I say. Like, why?
They're like, quit clowning.
You better not eat me. I'm going to see what El Toro is going to say. I'm like, El Toro, I'm so hungry, I could eat a dog. He's going to like, oh, what?
You think he's going to like immediately
Why would you
bite
say that? Yeah, maybe. On the other side of the spectrum, this is just chunky kitties. Look at these big old chunky kitties. He's like, I'm going to get you. He's too fat. He's so fat. You ever couldn't make it through the... Oh, you could do it. He's like, if I was in my prime. Oh, no. Oh. This is my spot. Look at him waddle. Oh, no. Oh, no, don't do it. Oh, no, he can't scratch himself. So fat.
Oh, man.
He's a whole suitcase. Damn, that's a fat...
Damn, dude.
That's a fat cat. My goodness.
What the hell? That last one was like a hedgehog.
That's a fat cat. Look at how fat that cat is. He's sitting inside of himself. He's
Jesus
so fat.
Christ.
My
he
goodness.
Can't be able to walk, right?
He rolls. He just rolls. What a big boy. Don't feed him so much. That's a big old cat. This is the real life money glitch, Jason. Check this out. It'll make a lot of sense when you see it.
I think you just clicked it.
Oh, these are dogs. Or no, that's the cats again. The real life money glitch. Check this out, Jason.
Ooh, free money. I guess today's my lucky day. Remember, you still owe me $20. Fine, here. Now I only owe you 10. But Hogan, remember you owe me $20. What? You owe him money? Yeah, sadly. But here, now I only owe you 10. Sweet. Wait a second. You still owe me 20 for the Robux I bought you. Oh yeah. Here, now I owe you 10. Well then here, my debt is paid. I guess my debt is also paid. And now my debt is paid too. Great, now we're all even. Wait, what just happened?
Boom. Boom. So look, they owed each other $20. The guy finds 10 and he goes, wait, you owe me. So he hands him 10. So now his debt is only $10 to the guy. But then he owed that guy money. So he's like, hey, well, you give me that 10. So
do you
now
think
10,
this works with just two people? And do you think, okay, well, now that my debt is paid, I'm feeling generous. I want to give you $10.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, I got an extra $10. Let me give you $10.
Yeah. And you just keep going in the circle?
Yeah, so now...
But you can't get more than 10, though. It's not like you, by the time he gets back to you, you're like, now I got 20. It's still the same 10. But you can pay off infinite. Let's say 3 of you owed each other $10,000. You just keep handing the 10 in a circle, go, until brrr, we all owe each other nothing.
Wow.
Big brain. How do we apply this to, like, bank loans?
You mean, how do we make this a law? Where
it's like, no, I'm thinking like you got a mortgage and you got like a business loan, you got a car, and then you go, well, I'm going to use my car to pay off my business loan. I'm going to use my business loan to pay off my mortgage. I'm going to use my mortgage to pay off, and you just keep going in a circle until all your debt's paid. I think there's something with the 3, because I feel like if it was 2, maybe it would work the same. Because like, all right, let's do it right now in real life. I just found $10. This is my $10 bill. It's right here. And I say, oh, wow, I found $10. Jason's like, you owe me 20. Yeah. And I'd say, all right, well, here's 10.
Right.
But then I couldn't owe you 20 if you owe, it instantly fails. Because if I owed you 20, then you couldn't owe me 20. Because then we would just immediately be like, well, we owe each other. So there has to be a third party. So that way
That's the same thing.
Because I couldn't be in debt to you negative $20 if you're in debt to me negative $20. It's impossible. That's why there's the third party. So I don't owe you, but I owe Jerry, and then Jerry owes you, and we just do. So we need to figure that out in real life, and then we win.
Or just with one more friend that's willing to
take on debt. We all take on each other's debts, and then we get out of it together. Interesting. That's a good theory. When your youngest son stands on business. Sometimes it be like that.
We don't go to school to fight. We go to school to learn.
That's right.
You should have never started it. I don't play like that. That's not my game. I don't play games. I'm not about to play games with you guys. I read that sign for like a couple of days. After those couple of days, that's it. But you better, if there's no sorry coming, you got beat up.
Is the
It's
kid
just straight up hood kid.
Yeah, he's like, bro, I mean, I let him go for a couple days. I didn't get a sorry. Can't play like I don't play games. This kid's like 5. He's like, I don't play games. Never played a game a day in my life.
I hope that child finds joy.
That child, he's going to be the ringleader.
You think so?
Yeah, he's going to find joy in
That's the next Al Capone.
Having the henchman do his dirty work for him. This 2-year-old, this is kind of on the opposite end of the spectrum. I put this 2-year-old is better at living life than us. And of course, she's Chinese, of course. This is the self-disciplined day. It says of a year-old girl in the comments, the parents are saying she's not 2 yet, but she's like a year and 7 months. So she's a year old. Let's say she's 2. She's still like, wow, this is incredible. Check this out. She makes the bed neatly, gets out of bed. She has this cool little nifty chair so she can brush her teeth, gargle, even washes up. She even has a skincare routine. She want to make sure she has clear skin. Then she gets ready to make her breakfast. She likes eggs and whatever the heck those bun things are, puts it in the steamer, and then she's making her dad some sort of porridge-like thing. And then she goes to get dressed by herself. This kid's 1. Time for daddy's breakfast. I may do that. Time for her own bowl. Clean it up. Look at her go eat breakfast. She can't get in her own chair because she's a little baby. Time for Yum Yum. She's peeling the egg by herself. Cleans up. Does her own dishes. Puts her dirty clothes into the washer.
Are you sure this isn't AI?
It's not. It's real. You know these Chinese people do that. Cleans up her cat's poop. Sweeps. Takes out the trash. Not just puts it in the can. She takes the trash to the dumpster with her little toddler bike thing. Grabs the packages. Scoots on back. This is why the Chinese are going to take over the world. This is the type of crap they're making their kids do. She's one. This is crazy. This is crazy. I don't even make my bed.
I don't think I believe any of that.
It's real. It's real. That's how the Chinese do it. I'm telling you.
And they're the ones who constantly want to leave work early.
For the suicide nets?
Yeah, that.
They're like, leave work early forever. Well, yeah, they have a lot of pressure put upon them.
I meant leave life early, but
yeah, that's what I mean, because all the pressure they put up. But you could see why. Like at a 1-year-old age, they're already expected to
yeah, do it yourself.
Bro, why do you need me to make you breakfast? You get up bed. You make bed. You make eggs. Give me porridge. Like, dang, that's crazy. That's crazy.
That is very crazy.
That's awesome. Let's see here. All right, so we're actually at the end. Oh, my goodness. Look at that. 12:29 on the effing dot. On the effing dot. Put down the 2-hour stream on the dot. People were at the last video where I do a motivational, inspirational video here. I found this one for this week about you are appreciated. Let's take a listen.
Most of us don't realize how much we're appreciated. Someone at work or in your class looks forward to seeing you, even if they've never said it. That old friend you've lost touch with, they still think of you fondly. Or the stranger you smiled at, they needed it more than you know. We get so caught up in our insecurities trying to be more that we forget this. You are enough, just as you are. Someone thought of you today. Someone smiled because of you. Someone feels lucky to know you. Stop chasing a version of yourself you think others want. Confidence comes from accepting who you already are. Happiness isn't out there. It's within you. You've been enough all along.
Boom.
That was a good one.
And you know what's really crazy is like you just don't understand the impact you make with people, even if you're not even interacting with these people. I'll give you a very small example that you would think is like insignificant, but it brought significance to me. And let's say it was just this one time I was at a bar. They were doing karaoke, and I was at this bar all by myself because I was supposed to meet a girl there, and she ended up not showing up. So I'm just sitting at the bar watching other people karaoke, and this one guy gets up, and he does this karaoke of this one Tool song that I've never heard of before, right? And he does a good job. And I'm watching him, I was like, wow, he did a good job. But then I was listening, I was like, man, I like that song. And so then I went home, and I remember like smoking that time and like listening to the song and just getting into feelings and like doing this stuff. And I'm like, that guy probably didn't know I existed, didn't see me in the room. But the fact that he had the courage to go up and do karaoke on this song, and then I was watching him in that moment, and then I got to go home and listen to that song and make a moment with myself from what that guy did.
Right.
And we don't even know of each other's I mean, I know of his, but he might not know of mine. You know what I mean? And it's crazy. You just don't understand the impact you can make on somebody, even if you're not directly interacting with them. Just they could see you smiling, and they can be like, man, that guy's having a good day.
Oh, this goes hand in hand with another one that I saw where it was like, do you know that you're the only person, like, you know the least about yourself than anyone else? Like, the world, there's so many versions of you, like, just when you pass by somebody on the street and all they did was see you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That version of you exists in their brain, which is almost brain dead nothingness. Like, it's just a version of you that they now know that person exists.
Yeah.
And then there's all the people that you actually interacted with at work, the people you said something to, the people that you see and interact with every day. You know, like those versions are more detailed and like different. But the perspective that you have is completely unique.
Yeah.
So it's just mind bending.
Yeah.
To be like, okay, well, you know, you're the hero, you're the villain, you are all of it.
Yeah.
Infinite.
And it's like when it comes to like being appreciated, like I think some people, they don't understand maybe the level of appreciation that they have with somebody. Like somebody could be like, oh, you know, when you go to hang out with a friend, you're like, well, like it's not like I'm sitting here telling Jason all the time, like, I appreciate you, but you know what I mean? I really look forward to Tuesday nights, or I look forward to like we just talk for a random Monday dinner, or you know what I mean? It's like,
and there's no rhyme or reason to it. We'll just sit down and just like
I look forward to those things, and they're like something that I truly do appreciate. That was one of the biggest blessings of having you come here and be here. It's like we get to have many more interactions than we had in the past when you're 1,000 miles away, and you know what I mean? It's like you can't have that. Now you could be going to the bathroom and you're like, hey, what's going on? And you know, we can interact for 30 seconds, and that's still like an amazing 30 seconds that it's like I'm appreciative of that. And then the people like Cheyenne, like I'm always appreciative of her, obviously being on the show, being in the chat, but like even just reaching out through text, being able to show her like demos of songs, like my dad being here. I'm looking forward to going camping and stuff like that, where it's just like I feel like some people, they might think like, oh, they like me, but I don't know if they understand the level of appreciation, where it's just like looking forward. That's the thing. Right. Like I don't even know that for myself. Like who actually looks for? I feel like I have a good grasp on like who likes me or not. You know what I mean? But versus to me, appreciation is beyond liking. It's like I can't wait to see that person. I can't wait to talk to that person again. That's appreciation. It's like I'm looking forward to that. I would almost go out of my way, or I'm hoping that I run into this person, or you know what I mean? So there's people like that. And there's people in my personal life too, where it's like, there's this girl, Maddie, that's like literally the first, I would call the first fan for Epic Disappointments. And she would go to like every show, and I just always appreciated seeing her. And then she had a baby just recently, and her baby's like just turning 1. And so I haven't seen her at a show for almost a year. In every show, I always bring this present that I bought for her birthday like 2 years ago. And so I'm always hoping like, man, I would hope she would show up at the show. And like, not that I get disappointed that she doesn't show up. It's just I can't wait to see her at one of these shows. And I don't even think she gets that's how much I appreciate her in that. So like, you just don't understand people, how much you mean to other people until somebody actually physically tells you, and they go, so this is me telling these people right now. I appreciate each and every one of you, which is fantastic. Thank you all for doing that. Now, of course, you know, I said I was going to start doing this here. One of the things that it really, to me, is how I think we could all do better at life is the one principle that I'm going to tell you right here. But it just seems so obvious. But it's crazy that it took like the creator of the universe to like physically say it, where he's like, this is how you should live life. And this is from Luke chapter 6, verse 31. Do unto others as you would have them do to you. Like, do you want people to treat you like crap? Well, then treat them like crap. But if you don't want people to treat you like crap, like I think of that all the time, where it's like, usually it's like something negative that I'm like, how would I want myself to go about this? Like if somebody was interacting with me, how would I want them to talk to me? Or even if it's like something physical, where it's like, you know, you drop a wrapper on the parking lot, right? And you're thinking like, oh, it's just a wrapper on the parking lot, it's no big deal. But it's like, how would I feel if like I was the person that had to clean it up? And I'd be like, man, I wish somebody would pick that. It's like a never-ending cycle of, if you just thought about the other person at the end of whatever situation or decision or scenario you're going through, and say, how would I want me to be in that situation?
Or how would I feel about myself if I watched what I was doing right now?
Yeah. And he explains it a little bit further here, and I think this really is what drives it home. If you love those who love you, what credit is that to you? Even sinners love those who love them. And if you do good to those who do good to you, what credit is that to you? Even sinners do that. And if you lend to those from whom you expect repayment, what credit is that to you? Even sinners lend to sinners, expecting to be repaid in full. But if you love your enemies, do good to them, and lend to them without expecting to get anything back. Then your reward will be great, because you will be children of the Most High, because he is kind to the ungrateful and to the wicked. Be merciful, just as your Father is merciful. So he's like, God's like, bro, you see what they're doing to me and what they do to me? And I'm like, I'm like loving you. I'm loving you. He's like, can you do that for each other? Like, could you guys, like, yes, obviously, if you love people that love you, it's like, well, duh, that's like a duh. But it's like, you got to love people that don't even like you. You got to do well against people that want to harm you, because that's the harder thing. That's the true love, because it's not expected. You know what I mean?
Well, that's what we were talking about before in a weird, twisted kind of, like, convoluted, I should say, not twisted, but where it's like making the realization that that person didn't do that to hurt you or whatever. They're not anti you. They're just pro themselves. Like, once you start understanding that, you can do that a lot easier. You know what I mean? It's like, that's not an enemy.
Yeah.
Right. That's just a person who doesn't know any better. Like, they're just doing for them.
Yeah.
So you have to let them do that.
Yeah. Yeah. So
it's not saying like, oh, when they say love, it's not like, oh man, you know, like, I got to go to their house and have dinner on Tuesdays and Thursdays or what. No, it's just like, care for their well-being. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I hope they find the way out of that.
Yeah. Because there's like situations where like people will actively want to like harm you in a certain way, like emotionally or whatever it is. That's where you really know this is the hard right. You know what I mean? Where somebody's like, oh, they're going to spread rumors about you. And it's like, well, okay, you could spread rumors about them. You could try to hack them, or, you know, you could try to get back at them, or you could be like, you know what? They're a really messed up individual. And I'm not that's where they say like sink into their level. I'm not going to sink to their level. You know what I mean? Like I'm just going to let them do themselves, especially when it's like a lie versus truth. Like, I think a lot of people get caught up in that. Oh, this person's saying lies about me. It's like, okay, but is it true? No. Well, then you just need to like kind of let it be, because the truth eventually comes out in any capacity, any situation. And so it's like, those are the situations where I think like that's where you're being tested, is like when it's not easy. When it's not easy, and you're like, oh, like there's certain things, like when I got into that fight a couple weeks ago, and I was like, you would think, like in a normal fighting situation, you're like, oh, somebody wants to fight me, I'm going to fight them. And there are certain situations where you have to defend your life. You know what I mean? Like, there are certain, that's not what I'm talking about. But in this case where I was able to assess quickly that this isn't something where I need to defend my life. You know,
I'm not an immediate danger.
Yeah. And I was like, I'm not going to escalate this, because I'm trying to look out for, well, really, I was thinking my well-being in the grand scheme of things, but I was also thinking this guy is going nuts. He has anger issues. He is emotionally taking this situation too far. And even though I don't like care about this guy, I care about him in the fact that he's a human being, and the fact that he's somebody in my kids' lives. So I was like, for his sake, I'm not going to let this escalate. And I think that was my example of like loving. Like, I'm not like, oh, come here, brother, we got to hug. You know what I mean? But that was my version of loving, was not taking this to the next level and going all out fisticuffs and stuff like that in this fighting situation. Because I was like, I just knew this is something where he's going to regret this deeply. And so I'm not going to add to this. I'm just going to hopefully kind of mitigate this, and hopefully, you know, this washes away. But those are the ones where, you know, like, okay, when you get out of that situation, obviously, hopefully in the best terms possible, then you can go, okay, wow, you can feel proud of yourself, because that's a hard thing to do. It's like, oh man, could have went crazy, but because you didn't, now you can see
that applies even like with people talking shit or like any of those things. Like
you could,
but you know how much better you come out when you don't talk shit back. Like I'm obviously thinking. Well, there's the immediate one that really pisses people off is when they're trying to piss you off and you're just like, not. First of all, that's vengeance right there.
Yeah.
But in the sense of talking shit, like they're talking to a mutual friend or whatever, and then that mutual friend is like, they're gonna know, like that mutual friend is gonna know, like so and so talks shit all the time, but this person never even brings them up. Like
that automatically makes you better.
Yeah, one of these people has a fucking problem, and it's not the guy who is not even mentioning the situation. You know what I mean? Like. That's where you dig yourself a hole if you're going around talking shit about people and like, you know, making a mess is what I call it. Like you're only hurting yourself, brother. Cause like, especially if it's me on the other end, cause I'm like, I'm not engaging.
Yeah.
You're on your own. Like you're shadow boxing right now. I already exited the situation as soon as you started getting upset.
Yeah. See, and that's where it's like some people would say like, oh, it shouldn't be like treat people how you want to be treated. It's like treat people how they want to be treated. I don't think that's true. Because like when you treat people how they want to be treated, usually their actions are telling you how they want to be treated. You know, they're talking shit to you. It's because they want to start an argument. They want you to talk shit to them. So you don't treat them how they want to be treated because that's what they're looking for. You treat them how you want to be treated because usually, and some of you guys are messed up, but like usually like, you want nobody to do you harm. You don't want people to talk shit about you behind your back. You don't want people to scheme against you. Usually you don't want negative things against you. So if you just make decisions in your life where it's like, I'm thinking on behalf of mirror me, which is really everyone else that isn't me, then you're going to do a lot better for people, even the people that don't deserve it. And that's the best part because the reward isn't immediate and it's probably not even with that person, but it's everything hidden is always seen by the creator of the universe. So just know that it is, even if you're like, man, this person doesn't even, we're talking about appreciate. This person doesn't even appreciate what I do for them. They don't even understand. They don't know all the work I do to take care of them or whatever. Maybe they don't. And that's okay. But God sees all the stuff that you do that no one else sees, and he appreciates it. So even when we're talking about human appreciation, there's still an eternal appreciation. And he appreciates the stuff that is unseen. So don't feel like your unseen work isn't going unseen. It truly is seen. Keep it up. Everybody start loving each other right now. Do it, because that's what it says. Reminds me of somebody I need to. I appreciate you. I appreciate you too. Thank you so much. But that's it. We're on time. Fantastic. Great stream. Thank you, Jason, Cheyenne, my father, Lurkers, and everyone else beyond this. And thank you for the Wizard Coffee Company. Damn it, what's the name? I'm gonna write it. I'm gonna write it on the thing here. Get the coffee.
Merlin's Munchies Coffee
Merlin's
Company.
Munchie Coffee Company. Buy the coffee. Thanks for sponsoring us. We appreciate you, everyone. We're out of here. Good day. I'm sorry, everyone. The show's over, but we thank you for joining us. Thank you for your time. We're out of here.
You what?
Good day.